Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Station podcast. What the hell is wrong with you people?
We were all linked to a new Boogie video. So
What? Oh, was that the Mind Flame remix of that?
no. It's
Taco Bell.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see nothing. I was waiting for
Great.
you, boss. I was prepared. I didn't do anything wrong.
I think that you just influenced this from the shadows.
It's true. That
Knew
is
it.
that is the
Maybe.
truth. Yes.
That's just
Maybe
what he does.
it's
He's
what
one
I
of those
did.
shadow influencers.
It's one of those.
YouTube Illuminati.
It's whatever.
Yeah, you
He
know.
hides in plain sight.
I don't know if people know this, but when you join YouTube, you officially become part of the Illuminati. So, you know, it's everyone goes through their little ritual, and in the end, it's like the MTV Music Awards and the Grammys when the celebrities kill themselves on stage. Lady Gaga, Rihanna, it's all part of that.
Oh, that's true. But now Jesse's going to die because he gave away all that information and
But then
really
I come back because it's part of the Illuminati.
Right.
This is part of my trial.
Mm.
Don't you know anything? Weirdo.
Welcome to the TGS podcast.
The trial of my patience, yes. As it has a tendency to be. Occasionally we talk about video games.
Yay.
Dodger, welcome to the show. What's been going on?
Hi. I have a giant bag of red vines next to me because Danielle was eating a burger and I got really jealous and I was thinking to myself, well, what food do I have around that I could quickly grab so that I'm not gone for too long during sound check? And it turned out that this was so
God,
close.
it's huge.
I have
There's-
allergy relief pills, so that's pretty much
Oh,
the only
that's
food in
not-
this area.
I
It
brought
is
all I
delicious.
need.
Shout down!
Well, Jesse won,
Welcome
I
to
guess.
the podcast.
This isn't going to make it any worse. I don't know why you're implying that it will.
No, that's true. And then I found out that John and I have matching shirts. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing the same sweater I've worn for 3 days. But we have matching StarCraft Zergling t-shirts,
Damn
and
right.
that made me happy.
Not the same size, as you might imagine, but regardless.
They're
the same
identical
design.
shirts. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like if I stood up right now, it was basically skin-tight swimsuit kind of nonsense going on.
That is accurate.
Pretty much.
Best podcast ever.
Jesse, welcome to the show. What's been going on
Hi.
with you?
All sorts of fun and goodness. Like everyone else, I've been sitting around staring at a screen, watching it tell me that I can't log into my worlds that I've created. And
That's
even
my
when
boy.
I can, and I make it. Oh my god, I had the biggest. If only there was a camera in the room, I had the biggest freak out. So I finally get into SimCity, everything's good, and I make a world. Spend like 3 hours playing this thing. I'm so excited. I go to log out, and it has to sync up to the server. So next time you log back in, and it goes sync failed, and all 3 hours was just gone.
Just
and I
gone,
was like,
yeah.
"La, la, la." It was infuriating.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. SimCity
That's
is the
terrible.
best spectator experience we've been having so far. Everyone wonders, oh, why is SimCity so popular on Twitch? Because nobody can play it! So we're living vicariously through everybody else.
I'm so glad that I have like another hour and a half of footage of Krendor and I playing the beta.
Beta,
because
yeah. You've been
I can look
milking
at
that
that.
shit. Oh, man.
People still seem interested. And
I totally did it
feel
wrong.
I
You
can
know,
play.
I released an hour and a half WTF Viz. I should have split it into little 10-minute chunks. I could have made a killing on that thing. Jesus.
Yeah, man.
I need to
All
be
the
learning
money.
the Cox business.
I'm telling you, it's the fact that it's. I don't. Oh, EA, you are doing no favors to yourselves right now at all.
Idiots.
I feel really bad for my dear friend, William.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
who
I
used
spoke
to
to him by
work-
email about this.
Yes, he used to work at TGS
Yep.
with all of us, and then he got promoted to work at EA, and he's
Yep.
the guy who runs like the EA Twitter and all that stuff.
Yep.
That poor guy.
Jesus
I feel
Christ.
so bad
Like,
for
he-
him.
Oh God, that must be the worst.
Yeah, I did
I
not
love you,
feel
Will.
good about that.
You're still a good person. I love you.
we like Will. You know, he helped us out. You know, he hooked us up. That's always good. But yeah, that's horrible. That's like well, you chose to work at EA, but it's like, no, I can't wish that on anybody. You kidding me?
Right.
Good lord.
Oh God. So I wish him the best, but yeah, that has been horrible. I've been playing more Ni no Kuni. I love that game. It is ridiculous. And
Yeah.
StarCraft 2, I re-downloaded that finally, and I'm on a mission to get all the hard achievements done before the game comes out. Progressing in a faster than I thought I would. I assumed that they would be much harder than they are. Not really. Either I got very good at that game, which is not true, or they were actually very easy the entire time. Like, one's like, complete the mission in 15 minutes. I'm like, okay. First time it's like 21 minutes. I'm like, oh, all I have to do is not care about the Zerg attacking me at the same time. So I just masked up and ran in and killed the Protoss. It's like, mission complete. My base is overrun. I'm like, I don't even care. Achievement. That's how you do it.
Done, you did it.
That's why Jesse will never be a real-life general. TradeChat, welcome to the show. What's been going on?
Oh, me? I used to play a lot of WoW, and I lost $100,000 last night, but it's okay. I'm not bitter about that at all. It's no big deal. Pong's an awesome game. And I've been playing StarCraft, getting ready for Heart of the Swarm, and League of Legends, kind of obsessively. That's about it, though.
You know, I have a feeling
No
that this whole
SimCity.
introductory segment has turned into a 2-minute what
It
have you
tur-
been playing this
it
week, and
turned
now I
into
have
the
no
what have you been
content for the
playing.
rest of the show. What the hell's happening?
Sorry.
It's
we can
okay.
expand on it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I have so much to talk about.
Good.
Don't worry. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
You asked
Admittedly,
what
you did
gamers
just
have been
mention,
doing
oh
this
yeah,
week.
last night I lost $100,000, and then just like didn't tell anyone what it was, and now everyone wants to know.
Oh, you want to hear about it? I was on this show. It was called King of the Nerds, and I got third place, so I'm officially the third best nerd in the U.S. in all of your faces.
I wasn't invited to this. What the fuck?
I know. And there was like the very last challenge was kind of lackluster. It was just trivia, and I missed the question who invented Pong, and now I'm third.
Yay.
Point of odor. I have been informed that, and I don't know how I would have missed this. Danielle, dear, we've known each other for a while. I feel like I should have called you on this before. Is it true at some point you called a Triceratops a Stegosaurus?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It called the Stegosaurus a Triceratops actually, but it was.
Go on.
No, it was the simple slip of the tongue. Okay,
As-
I'm not a paleontologist.
As
Not-
a dinosaur nerd, it offends
a
me on
dinosaur-
primal.
I would have called all sorts of dinosaurs all sorts of wrong
No, it
names.
was-
So
You know what? The
That's
first
why I don't like you.
No,
That's
I
a
struck
raptor.
through all the
That's a
Asauruses
raptor.
because the first time I was talking about
Who's
it,
a
I called
raptor?
it a Brontosaurus, and they have the big long giraffe necks. That's
Right.
not even sort of close. And then I called it a Stegosaurus, and it was clearly a Triceratops. What was I thinking? Paleontologists everywhere were just spitting at me.
it's true. There were
How
TVs
could you?
covered in saliva.
Land Before Time has all of the names. Sarah was the Triceratops. Put it together.
I never saw The Land Before
Little-
Time.
That's good.
Fuck all of you. Go watch it right now. Podcast over. Podcast over. Go watch Land Before Time. Go.
Did
Just
you know
go.
the person that did the voice of Ducky was murdered by her father?
Holy shit, I did not know that.
Yeah,
But-
the voice of Anne Marie in All Dogs Go to Heaven, aka the best children's movie ever made ever.
Dude, I
She was
love
also
all
the voice of Ducky, and her father was like a psychopath and murdered her and her mother when she was only like 8. Yeah, no, that's a thing. That's the only thing I know about A Land Before Time. I think there's
sad.
But Ducky and Petrie were the bestest of friends.
Ducky
they
is
were.
still here with us.
They would
Petrie
be
is alone
friends.
now, Jesse.
Technically, they've been dead for 65 million years.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
That's the best movie ever. Land Before Time. That was my
No,
shit.
no, All Dogs Go to Heaven is by far the best children's movie of all time. You are mistaken, sir. Either that or
Cat's
the Brave
Dance is
Little
pretty good too.
The Brave Little Toaster is like the OG Toy Story.
Oh my
It
god,
is kinda,
Little
that's
Toaster is the most terrifying movie to me. I watched that movie so many times when I was little, but every time they get to like dump scene at the end, I'm like,
I know the big magnet. Oh no, I know that's the stuff of nightmares right there.
Yeah, man.
And that clown when he's like dangling over the tub, he's electric. That would kill him.
It's too intense. Oh my god, what about We're Back? That's another movie I was obsessed with that had
That
a
movie
super
shit.
creepy scene.
Shit compared to Land Before Time. That's the only dinosaur movie you need to see, children. any other movie with dinosaur, Jurassic Park is garbage.
Get out of my life right
Garbage.
now. No.
There are no talking dinosaurs anywhere in that movie.
Awesome movie.
Garbage.
The Velociraptors. You get out of here.
I'm just gonna throw it out there that We're Back has an entire scene where kids sign a contract in blood.
What?
So
Is this a children?
You should be
Children's movies
watching
were
We're
awesome
Back.
back then.
Sounds messed
Dude,
up.
That's
they
true.
went too far beyond the line all the time.
No.
You couldn't get away with that now. Children's movies back in the day were awesome.
Yeah. So true.
Oh man, that movie. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Ta-da!
So, welcome to the Game Station podcast. We occasionally talk about video games. Dodger, what have you been playing this week? What's been going on?
Blood Bowl and SimCity. When I can get onto SimCity. Dude, but it took me so long to realize, okay, so I was thinking to myself, I keep getting yelled at because I need more residents, apparently, and I filled up every space that I have, and I go, where can I possibly put more residents? How can this possibly be a thing? It has to do with the roads!
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I realized I was putting my roads, like, right next to each other. It was just, like, a sea of roads with, like, tiny little houses, and then a friend of mine over TeamViewer was watching me play and was like, you need to get rid of some roads or none of those things can get bigger.
Yeah,
I was like,
space.
what? I got so upset. I had done so much work. I'm like, oh no.
Here's one thing I've learned, and I learned this from watching Clint do his like hillbilly town he made. If you go like a lot of people try to build up as fast as possible to get to like end like skyscrapers and stuff. If you go with like a really shitty hillbilly town for like an hour, you'll get so much damn money that you can sort of like build up all the things you need to make your town really good before you have to build the houses.
Right.
Thus saving you all that trouble later on when it's like, I need 12 power plants to power all these apartment buildings. Now you just have like shanty towns that are powered by a guy on a treadmill, and it's perfect. And you make a ton of money. You're the best mayor ever, and then you can get like education stuff. Although I had the craziest thing happen the other day. It was like, you don't have enough teachers for your schools, and I was like, okay, well, how do I get more teachers for my schools? Like, build more schools. I was like, well, I can't build more schools because I got no one to fucking teach them. The game is so aggravating.
Well, I had the problem with you don't have enough educated workers. Your nuclear power plant just went into meltdown. Enjoy. It's like it didn't actually warn me of this at all until it happened. And then slowly but surely the fallout smoke goes into Jen's town, and she was not happy.
Oh no.
It does say though, to if you build a nuclear power plant, make sure you have educated workers, or there's a chance it will go into
Explode,
yeah. It does say that though.
I really didn't have any reason to build a nuclear power plant because honestly, the amount of power that a nuclear power plant provides seems to be more than any city could possibly consume. And that's without adding any extra reactors or anything to it. So I don't really know why I built it, but it just seemed like a good idea at the time. Turns out it was not a good idea.
Oh! I also learned that coal, oil, and ore, just like in real life, make you shit tons of money.
Dude, yeah.
Totally.
Yes. I was all like, I'm gonna make a amusement park town filled with casinos and attractions. That's garbage. You don't make any money doing that. You throw down 3 oil wells and you are the freaking pimp. You've got giant mega buildings and you're like, bring your people to my town.
Well, I mean, you go for your specialization, then you build your HQ for whatever you want to do. I mean, my town produces, or at least it did in the beta. Now, of course, none of that matters anymore. My town produced alloy, and it was ridiculous how much money that made. It's like, I cannot spend this money. I sent like millions of simoleons to my other cities just to get rid of it, and it still kept accumulating. I was like, wow, there was no challenge in this.
You know what really upset me was I had like huge ore spots all over my place. So I was like, all right, I'm going into ore, I guess. So I put down these ore factories. And it was like, your factories are completely full. Nobody can work there anymore. You need to have delivery trucks. And I was like, I have delivery trucks. I have
You need
the
a place
maximum.
to deliver them to.
Exactly.
Yep.
It didn't tell me I needed a trade depot, and then once I actually put down a trade depot, it didn't tell me that I also needed like the spaces for the ore, and that I needed to hit export. It didn't tell me any of that. I was so upset.
It's all learning. That's why I think when people are like freaking the balls out in videos, like, you didn't know how to do this. Until you play it, you really don't know how to do
that.
it.
It's actually kind of a complex game, and people need to stop pretending otherwise. It's like, yes,
very
it's
fun,
no
though.
Europa Universalis, but it's still fucking complex.
1984.
No,
Yeah,
shut
it's
up.
like, and none of your knowledge is relevant anymore because this isn't the same SimCity you were playing. You know, it's like, you know what? I played a shitload of the original SimCity, and you know how helpful that was? Not a fucking lot. You know,
Not even a little.
no, exactly. There's no help whatsoever in that regard. So, yeah, it does take a while to learn, and the game doesn't do the best job of telling you. You know, there's all sorts of things that the game doesn't really mention and doesn't... The tutorial's not very good. You know, it's very basic, and honestly, you could have figured that stuff out yourself. But I guess a lot of the joy of games like that is figuring the nuance out in the first place, right?
I was really glad for the tutorial. At first I was like, can I just skip this? And then once it started happening, I was like, it's probably a good thing that I did this because there were things that were not quite as intuitive for me. But Danielle, you haven't played it, right?
No, I think I'm the only person like on the internet currently.
Oh, no,
who-
no.
No,
There's
you're
a lot of
not.
people who haven't.
There's
Well,
most
no, I'm
people
sure
can't
there's a
even
lot of
log
people who
in,
aren't playing
so.
it, but I'm the only person who didn't like buy it.
You don't even own it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
You're not
I don't-
missing that much. You
I
know.
just think I feel like I barely have time to play the games that I already play. I have one of those really embarrassing huge libraries of games that I like purchased, played through about 10%, and then like went back to
Yeah,
World
dude.
of
Welcome to
Warcraft,
being a
Minecraft,
YouTuber.
League of Legends.
Enjoy. So I got 600 Steam games. What do I play? Dota. That's about it.
So yeah, no, I don't even think I played the old version. Is it like, oh god, please don't judge me for what's about to come out of my mouth. Is it like
I'm
Roller
judging.
Coaster Tycoon? Like I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I had never played a SimCity game before this one.
No,
so,
okay, I don't feel as bad.
so
then.
don't feel bad. I wasn't exactly
Four's
sure
really
what
good.
to expect either.
Is it fun? Should I get it?
I get 4. The thing about 4 is that the modding scene's been out for years, so basically anything you could possibly want in your city is available. And it's a pretty stable game that actually works, which is more than I could say for SimCity 2013. Which, the launch debacle has... I have been sitting here eating popcorn, just watching this going on, and saying, how many more ways can they fuck this up? And they have gone beyond my expectations.
Is there even an offline mode, or do you
Nope,
have to like?
not
That's
at all.
see that any game
It's
that
really
like
stupid.
has no option of offline mode, it seems silly to me.
Here's the thing. The game itself is terrific. It's
Yeah.
a really great game.
Yeah, totally.
This one thing destroys all of that. Destroys all of that. And it's so aggravating because I just want to play it. No one would give a damn if they didn't want to play it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it was some crappy game, and it wasn't part of an established, incredibly important franchise for many of us in our childhoods, we probably wouldn't give a shit. But as it turns out, it very much is, and we really wanted this game to be good, and it is for the most part. Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's got some faults. Don't get me wrong. There are some things that I think shouldn't be there. And I feel that, yeah, the cities are too small, and there's some issues with their monetization model and things like that. But quite frankly, it's still a really good game. But they fucked this up royally, and this is EA in a nutshell. Yeah, they're constantly making games that are good and then screwed over by some stupid ideas when it comes to monetization. The Mass Effect 3 debacle is pretty fresh in my mind when it comes down to the way that they handled that. And it's like, come on, how many more franchises can EA actually ruin at this stage? They have a history of this.
Oh dear.
This is actually something that happened this week that's kind of news related. So I probably should save it for later, but I'm not. Earlier this week, I had a minor like freak out because there was an article posted on like videogamer.com or something.
Oh,
that was
that
like
thing about Dead Space?
that was like Dead Space 4 is totally canceled, and that EA messed with all of Dead Space and totally ruined everything.
Yeah.
And then everyone, like all the news, like I know the TGS news bit did.
I didn't. Because I've got
That's 'cause
fucking
you-
common sense and don't report stories based on a single source because
And
I'm not an idiot.
But
Just saying.
everyone and their brother, all the big news things, except for TV, because he's a genius, all the big news things reported that, hey, oh my god, Dead Space 4 is canceled, and they're super pissed, and EA hates. Totally not true, but there's
Peter
so much
Moore got
EA
so angry about that.
Oh yeah, he actively fucking
Dude,
went
he was in
on-
all the forums being like,
Oh yeah.
fuck all of you.
He went on
He was like-
GameHistory.biz and then just fucking went to town on video games like, wow, Peter Moore is doing this. He's the chief operating officer for EA. You know, this guy makes more money than God. He is far too important to be posting in internet forums, but he was so pissed off about this
Right.
that he actually went and did it.
And it's that kind of just blatant EA, just like, we hate everything about EA, that people quickly bought into it, because they're like,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course
totally.
EA would do something like this.
Yeah, naturally.
Without even checking it, and that's the kind of level where it's like, I was furious. I was like, if this is true, I know it's a rumor because only one site reported it. I'm like, if this is true, I'm gonna be super pissed. Like 4 hours later, it was like, no, this isn't true. I was like, we're good now. We're good. I'm gonna walk away, but I want you to know I'm watching you, EA. Don't do that to me. I need Dead Space 4. I will find you.
The thing about EA is that they've been a monolithic publishing house for a very long time, and they've bought a lot of studios. And unfortunately, their general strategy with that is to just take the franchise, run it into the ground, and then kill the studio. And honestly, it's not really too much of a surprise anymore. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, you know, I can give you a list. Let me give you a list of studios that they have closed. Like, over the past
Remember,
few
I love
years.
you, Will. You are one of my best friends. Don't take this the wrong way, buddy.
Actually, this is not right. I went to a website that said, "Oh yeah, this is all the list of the stuff." I was like, "No, it's not." It's like. But let's just say they have killed studios like Pandemic, they've killed studios like Westwood, they've killed studios like Bullfrog. Yeah, you know, these are some of my favorite companies, and they don't exist anymore thanks to EA, so yeah. It's needless to say, I'm not too pleased with them.
Those bastards.
I also just like kind of feel, and I said this on my show because I waited until, you know, everybody had freaked out about it closing, and then they were like, "No, it's not closing," and then I talked about it. But I don't know. I feel like it was kind of unclassy for Peter Moore to be like, "They just made up that they had an anonymous source and wrote all this. I can't believe this is so ridiculous." And I was like, Peter Moore, you need to calm down. Like,
Hey, all I say to Peter Moore is, welcome to the family. Now you understand what we have to deal with every fucking day.
Here's the thing, though. He backed himself into a corner. I'm okay with this. Because if they do close Visceral or
Oh my
cancel
God.
Dead Space 4,
Oh,
shit will be
yeah.
all over that fan. So he's in that corner. So really, they can never cancel Dead Space. It'll exist.
Yeah,
perpetually
everybody
forever.
wins. You know, Peter Moore basically just put his reputation on the line to say that Visceral isn't closing and the Dead Space is actually going to continue, which is pretty much good news for everybody. But of course, if in 6 months that happens, they say, no, it's closed, and then we're going to call them on it.
And because it came from him and not like a PR person, it came from his mouth. There's no way you can back out of that now. Like,
Yep.
well, you know, the misunderstanding between... No. Fool, you backed yourself in a corner. I demand Dead Space 4, 5, 6, and a movie. Go.
It's pretty much the
All I
gist
asked
of it.
about that.
You need
so-
a snap after that?
Yeah,
Oh,
so games
sorry.
we weren't playing
Two
this week
snaps and a twist.
include
There we go.
SimCity. We weren't playing much of that.
No.
Has anyone played Tomb Raider?
no, but I saw Angry Joe's tweets about it. He loves it, apparently.
I have been dicking around in it. I haven't decided whether it's playthrough worthy yet, but it is super fun. There's conveniences, weird things that's like, I'm out in the middle of the wilderness. Thank God there's just arrows popping up when I need them.
That was one major thing actually that I don't know. It's funny because usually I always say that mechanics trump authenticity, realism, and stuff like that, and storytelling. I'm not a story guy, you know. I like mechanics. I like really good gameplay, but games are getting to the point where they're pushing the story aspect and the immersion aspect and the character development more and more that I can't really ignore it. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it your way. I'll get into your immersion. And then I just encounter a bunch of stuff that breaks it. And it's like, why are there brightly colored quivers of arrows every 20 feet? Why can I suddenly, after having no experience whatsoever in the subject, craft weapon parts out of pieces that are lying all over the place? Why am I picking up
That's
random
kind of
artifacts? What I found that there's some hidden collectibles in the game. In fact, the game is full of fucking collectibles. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and one of those collectibles is eggs, fucking rare bird eggs. It's like, where do you put them? Why would you? You're just grabbing eggs for no reason. What the hell is wrong with you? You're trying to survive this island. It's like, you know what I really need? Some rare fucking bird eggs. That sounds like a great idea right now.
I imagine it's like the beginning of the new Conan the Barbarian movie where he keeps the egg in his mouth. She just stores eggs in her mouth. She runs through the jungle.
That would explain the weird accent, I guess. Jesus.
Makes sense to me.
I mean, yeah.
Just silly.
That must be it. Really.
Must be it.
But yeah, I've got a lot of problems with that game, but I think the game also does a hell of a lot of things right. The funny thing is that we're in the exact same scenario that we were with Devil May Cry and to some degree SimCity, where the purists who have had like 8 games, or actually no, 10 games in the series, if you include Lara Croft Guardian of Light, are like, oh, this is not like the previous 9 games I played.
Good!
Like, yeah, it's like, good, you've had enough. If you want like something like the previous 9 games, go and play the previous 9 fucking games. I don't have any, you know, I play a series where you don't get that many games. Like, you know how much I would kill for 6 or 7 good Deus Ex games? No, I've got 2. Yeah, I have 2 over 12 fucking years. So you don't get to complain about them revamping Tomb Raider. Screw you.
With that said, though, they did license like a bajillion and a half Deus Ex titles this past week. They were just like, just throw a bunch of names out there. We'll pick one.
Yeah, I did see that, actually. I forgot about that.
That's cool. There's the movie. The movie title, I think, was with CBS Films.
Really
I don't know.
interested in that. I'm really interested in where that could go.
And then there's Deus Ex The Fall, and there's a few other... I think they said there's like 20. So, here's hoping.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes and whether or not it actually turns into games or whatnot. I mean, you know, I want another Deus Ex game, definitely. Human Revolution was well executed. I had some issues with it, but, you know.
There's another one that's like Human something.
Human Defiance,
that must be a game.
I think is the name. Is it? Human Defiance? I'm pretty sure...
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a movie. Like,
I thought that was the movie title. Yeah, that was
Really?
It sounds like a movie.
But it's so... it has the Deus Ex :human blank. It should be a game.
Yeah, the problem is the title would be an awful movie title, by the way. But with that said, though, they can't use any... I don't think any of the other characters are usable at this point from the past 2 games. Well, game 1 and 2, and then the prequel. I don't think they can reuse those characters. I don't want to go into spoils, but they'd have to make an entirely new, like, storyline.
Why are they dead? Did they die?
What happened?
I'm not spoiling anything.
Guys.
I've never played this game. I'm just breaking your balls.
Well, as someone that has played all of the Deus Ex games and knows them back to front, the main problem with the current Deus Ex timeline is that the game which is furthest on in the timeline is also the worst. And also has a bunch of... It also has 4 endings, so you have to kind of make an assumption as to which of those endings is canon. You can make an assumption...
Games, yeah.
You can make... like, Deus Ex 1's canon ending, that's pretty well known, yeah? That's already been discussed. The canon ending for Deus Ex 1 is the Helios ending, rather than the other 2, yeah? Because Deus Ex 2 had to take one of those endings, otherwise it wouldn't have made any fucking sense. Deus Ex 2 is about 30 years after Deus Ex 1, which means there is a 30-year gap where they could very easily use some of the characters. They can't use the main character, And again, I don't want to tell you why, but they can't use him, at least in that time period. But then it's like, do you want to do it after Deus Ex 2 Invisible War? Because if you do, then everything's fucked up. Because
Yeah, Invisible War is a little wonky, but Human
seriously
Revolution,
wonky.
that game gives you 4 endings, but the idea is the only one that makes sense chronologically in the timeline is the one where Jensen sacrifices himself. Other than that, none of them make sense. I mean, he can live in some of them, but timeline-wise, with everything else that happens, it doesn't make any sense that he would be around still. So, I don't know. Who knows?
It's hard to say. I'm intrigued to see where it goes, honestly, but I think that gap might work. I would love to see an advancement that's a little bit closer to the events of the original Deus Ex, and because Deus Ex Human Revolution really doesn't explain all that well how it got to that point. Yeah, there are some hints here and there, but what you're seeing in Deus Ex Human Revolution is kind of almost like a Renaissance period before this nasty-ass Dark Age in Deus Ex 1. So, do they put something in there to kind of bridge the gap, or do they try to use the time between Deus Ex 1 and 2, or do they just throw it all away and come up with some bullshit? That's a possibility too, so who knows?
Probably ending number 3 is what they're gonna go for, TB.
Yeah.
But there will be a button, and that one chick will show up from Pikeist. She'll be like, you have 3 endings to choose from, Adam. That's my voice for her.
It's a good one.
I don't remember her name though. Shit. She was Canadian, so she was forgettable.
We'll just hire Tara. She'll do it. It'll be fine. Don't let me forget. This is totally off topic. Don't let me forget on the break. I have to run and grab my Gundam so that I can show it to you guys because I'm so proud of it.
Can I show you my new miniatures from the X-Wing game, because I have
Yes.
them here.
I can't fake yawn enough right now. Hold on. So many yawns.
I've been collecting the X-Wing miniatures game, which, you know, if you guys complain about $5 DLC, you have no fucking idea how expensive this game is. Holy shit. Like, a standard miniature, we could just make an animated GIF of that, Jesse. I don't mind. That's fine. I'm just going to keep talking. I don't give a shit. You want to keep hitting yourself in the face? That's fine. Make sure it's harder.
I'm starting to drool. I have to stop.
Jackass. These are not cheap. Yeah, this is not a cheap game to play if you want to get a reasonable set of these. But
What
that's
game?
X-Wing Miniatures, which is the official Star Wars licensed miniature game by Fantasy Flight, who are well known for making expensive shit.
That's a tabletop?
Yeah, it's a tabletop miniatures collectible game. That's the TIE Interceptor. That's like of their kind of wave 2 of miniatures. This is the A-Wing, as you can see. These are like $15 each.
The
I
A-Wing.
play
That's so
Skylanders
expensive.
Giants.
Yeah, they're pretty
I know
pricey.
about this. Got dumped like $200 into this alleged children's game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
That's
not a kid's
amazing.
game. It's
You
way
all
too
suck
fucking
it.
complicated.
Skylanders Giants is fun as hell, man.
I'm sorry, but I have a Millennium Falcon here. I don't give a shit about your Skylanders. Look at this shit. That's,
Wow.
Hold on.
Oh,
Pull out
you just have to
Spyro and
grab
show
the
that bitch
Skylanders
what's up.
and
It's
have a
in the
battle.
other room, and I am attached.
Yeah.
Or else maybe after the break, I will show you
Okay,
my
after the break, you
collection
do
of stuff.
Skylanders, I'll do my
Collection
Gundam.
off.
and
And I'll sit here and be an adult.
motherfucking Slave 1.
Just drool and yawn.
Slave 1.
Yep, so all those 4 miniatures comes to about $100. Jesus Christ, this game is
what?
expensive. Yeah, so all I'm saying is, you bitch about $5 DLC, you have no fucking idea. Have you ever played Magic the Gathering? Jesus. You know?
Right back there.
Yeah, it's like, enjoy your $5 booster packs, which may or may not have the card that you want. Imagine if that was the case with DLC. Oh, wait, it is. It's called Team Fortress 2. But there you go.
Yeah, back in the day, I have a whole binder of like Star Wars cards from back in the day.
Oh, God,
Those-
I used to collect those, yeah. I was trying to get
I'm
the whole
telling you.
Death Star. You had to buy the rooms of the Death Star in individual
Yes.
cards, which
I
are
have-
all rares.
The only thing I can say is that I have every single card from the Cloud City expansion pack. I don't know how I lucked out, but I was so... Darth Vader, white border was worth like a bajillion freaking dollars. I was so close to getting it.
Aw.
There was white border and black border versions of every card, too. It was insane. It was like, hey, we want your money for something that's worth nothing. That was the 90s.
Well,
You
again,
missed out,
they
Mr.
still do it.
DLC person.
They still
missed
do
out.
it. You know, I buy board games that are like $100, and then the expansions are like $30, $40 each. This shit is expensive. It's really as simple as that. And miniatures, well, anyone that's played Warhammer will know exactly what I'm talking about there.
Oh my god, Warhammer adds up so especially if you
And you have to
like,
make the
paint
miniatures.
them.
You have to paint them yourself. It's not even
Yeah.
like the X-Wing stuff, where at least they become pre-painted on a little stand. You gotta build them.
Oh, but some of those ships are so pretty.
Oh, what for what? X-Wing or
For Warhammer, like they
Battlefleet Gothic stuff?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
they're
actually
so cool looking.
I have a fleet of Battlefleet Gothic, which I actually, because it's not really an active game anymore, most people don't play it, so you can actually pick up a fleet relatively cheaply. And I've got some pretty beastie ships in that. I've got a Chaos fleet with like 20 ships. But I own a Titan. Now, a Titan, these are like the biggest things in the Warhammer universe, and for ages they didn't make them because it's like, no one's gonna pay for this. And then they realized, oh yeah, we have a company called Forge World, and Forge World makes everything in resin, which is about twice the price of our regular stuff. We're gonna make Titans. So I pick up this Titan, and it's their second biggest Titan, by the way, and this costs £300. It's like $500, and it comes in about 200 pieces. And I still haven't gotten around to making the thing. I'm just like, I shouldn't have bought this. This was dumb. I don't even play Warhammer. What
Wait,
the-
have you not opened it? Could you sell it back
Oh, I've started to build
to the
it.
world?
Like,
eBay.
Oh, okay.
eBay.
It comes
No!
in. The Titan actually comes in bags, if you can believe this. It's a box full of bags of resin parts that you have to clean each individual part before you put it together because it's fucking resin.
The Gundam pieces come like this,
Oh.
and they're
Pathetic.
awesome.
Yeah, they're very much the kind of plastic sprue stuff, yeah.
Oh,
I used
yeah,
to make a lot of
totally.
models like that. My brother actually made way more than me. He used to collect model planes. And that was actually a fairly reasonable hobby. You could get a decent plane that was about, like, maybe like that big for about £15. It's like, that's okay.
Yeah. TB, you're missing an opportunity here. Finish it and sell it on eBay as the TB constructed Titan. $1 million.
Half constructed.
Yep.
yeah,
Quarter
just do part of
It's
it.
a Chaos Warhound. It is just
Build it together.
Some assembly required.
all assembly required. This is a. Here's what it looks like.
Oh, I gotta go.
Oh,
You are gonna
I'm
put it in the thing?
showing on stream right now. This
Oh.
is a guy that's got one. Apparently, he couldn't afford the second arm.
Oh.
Arms are separate, by the way. The arms cost about £50 each. I'm not kidding. And
Wait, you have to get the arms separately?
yeah, arms are separate. Arms are separate. You get the body.
what? That is no.
Yeah.
no,
welcome
TV.
to Forge World stuff. Enjoy. It's
It's badass
ridiculous
looking,
thing.
I'm letting you know, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, to scale, I mean, this is actually kind of huge. I wonder if he compares it to the scale of one of the miniatures. I'm just going to skip ahead here. The amount of detail in this is ridiculous. Like, they actually put the pilots are inside right there. You can see they actually have the pilots in there. They're glued to the walls because it's a Chaos Titan, so it's just insane. There's a huge amount of detail put into this thing, but holy crap, it costs a lot of money.
Now, can you use this, like, in the
Oh, yeah.
actual game? Just
There's
destroy
rules
stuff?
for it. There's totally rules for it. Most people are probably going to turn around and call you a dick for using a Titan in
Wait,
your
so
game,
you just buy for real money the things that just wipe out everybody?
Well, the thing
That's-
is that this thing costs.
Oh,
it's pay to
shit!
win. Yeah. You have to pay to win. Oh yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't mean to start. I was just, wait,
you're
I was
totally
just,
right.
I was
That's-
just making sure I had
No.
it strapped.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, TCG.
No, this is it's
TCG
good that
and
you
miniatures
brought it
totally.
up, because this
Yeah.
is something TV gets pissed about all the time.
Oh,
in
I'm
yeah.
super
video games.
No, I
sorry.
totally
Oh,
realize
man.
that. Like,
Oh,
anyone
sorry.
that thinks-
No, it's
just,
I'm
good.
just,
like,
God,
just
anyone-
$500 to kill everybody.
Anyone that thinks video games are pay to win, you have no fucking idea. You have not played tabletops or TCGs. You don't have a fucking clue. Like, in many periods of Magic, it was like the guy with the most money wins. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been like that for 10 fucking years. Warhammer has similar problems. At least in Warhammer, there's some balance because, like, this fucking thing has a massive points value, yeah? So you field stuff based on points value. So it's like, I can have a Titan or 50 other troops. It's like, do I really want a gigantic, expensive bullet magnet that is going to be the first thing everybody shoots at? Maybe not, So, but it also got to bear in mind, Warhammer is not a competitive game. Like, it is unbalanced, dice-rolling bullshit. So, it's not really that important. But, yeah, totally. You could definitely see that something like TCG or Warhammer would be flagrantly pay to win in every way. Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
dear.
Absolutely. And the funny thing is that that's completely acceptable. at least in terms of tabletops. But in
I
games,
didn't mean to
no.
go there. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's a good topic.
good.
It's a
I
really
was just
good topic.
clarifying.
It's totally fucking pay to win. Absolutely.
I think I'm too poor for these games.
Yeah.
Be like, half of my mortgage payment. Type.
Worth it, TradeChat.
Totally worth it.
Funnily enough, that's only the second biggest Titan they do. The other one's even more pricey than that, but Jesus.
Oh.
We've not talked a lot
$1
about...
million. What?
Yeah, we're not talking about a lot of games that we've been playing this week. We've been doing badly there. We had about 2 minutes of Tomb Raider, then 10 minutes of Warhammer. So when the hell
Oh
have you
yeah.
been playing that?
Talk more about Tomb Raider. What are your feelings besides arrows
There's lots of arrows.
And eggs. There's eggs.
and eggs? Yes, that's as far as we got.
Overall,
Which-
game's pretty good. It's hard for me to really... I went off on the game for like about 20 minutes of all the criticisms that I come up with, and then by the end of it, I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, all of these criticisms are kind of subjective and really shouldn't bother you that much. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's true.
Alright.
There's little nitpicky things in it, but
Yeah.
overall, it's a really good game.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually really happy that. How weird is it that Final Fantasy is the one thing Square sucks at making now, but everything else they can pump money into it and it comes out pretty great. Just
When I
saying.
was-
Well, that's
When
because
I
they're
was on the-
publishing, not developing.
Right.
When I was on the show during all the downtime, I played Final Fantasy 13 too.
It's
Oh.
better than
I
Final
liked
Fantasy
it.
13.
Like,
It's a good
I
game.
never-
No, that's a good
Yeah.
game.
I thought it was fun. I don't know. Like, I never played any of the other Final Fantasies. Okay, go ahead, crucify me. It's fine. Listen. Some of us didn't have parents who bought us video games, okay? Some of us had to play NASCAR games because that's what our fathers played, okay? All right? Some of us played what we could get, all right? Judge more. Whatever.
I was like, that was me anime exploding.
Yeah,
The
how
little
many
bits of me were
NASCAR
blowing off.
98 races have you won on PlayStation 1? Okay? All
I owned a
right?
NASCAR game on the Sega Saturn because I like the crashes.
You win.
I'm so
You win.
good at Tiger Woods, like 2004.
You beat me
All
there.
day. All day. I don't care.
You beat
Anyways,
me.
I liked that. I thought it was fun, and I thought the graphics were ridiculous, and I thought I kind of looked like the main character, and that was a fun thing for me.
It's... I've got to say, like, what I played of 13.2, I actually had quite a lot of fun with. Like, compared to what 13
easy.
is.
I mean, I don't think I ever lost a battle in the, like, 6 or 7 hours into it that I got,
Well,
but
no.
really fun.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Like they did a lot of changes to 13.2 that were just way better than what they did in 13. And it's like, oh yeah, you actually liked all this stuff. Yeah, we should probably put that back in. So they put it back in. And it's like, all right, well, this is pretty good. Why they insist on making more games with Lightning, possibly the most boring protagonist I've ever heard of, I don't know. But yeah, Square Enix have some weird
Telling you,
ideas.
it's the hair.
It's the hair.
They have a lot of characters with hair. They could go back to all sorts of characters that had
They
cool
do
hair.
have lots of characters with hair. That is
Yeah.
a true
Oh.
statement.
Those
See,
damn
if you
characters.
like 13.2, go play the other ones, and you'll be like, holy shit, this is way better.
No,
And so
I
you'll
believe
love
you.
them.
I'm just saying, like, I as someone who, like, didn't have expectations going in, literally I picked it up and was like, oh, her hair's the same color as my hair. I'm going to play this game. And then I did. And it was funny.
The main character of 13.2 is the sister from the first one, yeah?
Yeah,
can play
I
13.
got that in the story because the sister is stuck in the star thing. Everybody thinks she's dead, but she's not dead, obviously.
I didn't even. Yeah, okay. Tried to. Here's my thing, and I now understand why people watch playthroughs. If there are games I can't be asked to actually play, I'll go watch someone else play it on YouTube just so I have the knowledge of them playing it and knowing what happens. 25 minutes into watching this dude play Final Fantasy 13.2, I was lost. I was like, I played the whole first one. I don't know what the fuck's happening right now.
Well, I didn't think it was
I
hard.
completely ignored the first hour of that game. It's just like, this is all BS, and now
Well,
I'm
they
just...
did that weird, like, prologue, like,
Oh, yes.
feature thing in the beginning where you're, like, fighting a dude on some other planet, and you're like, where am I? What's going on? This is so intense. And then you get dropped off on an island with a bunch of cats.
This is true. You actually do that. That is exactly what happens.
It's, like,
Sounds
really
like the
shocking.
best
You're like,
game.
where am I?
It's like,
what
yeah, have
happened?
some cats.
I'm not even playing the same character anymore. But they kind of give you hints. It's definitely, I don't know. I thought it was fun. I liked it.
You have 4 months, Square, maybe 5 till E3.
Oh, I thought you
swear
were
to
telling
God.
her that she had 4
Oh,
months
no,
to play
no,
on
no.
a specific
I got
game, and
4
I
months
was
to
like,
play
That made me
every
about
Final
this.
Fantasy game.
yeah.
No, at E3 they're
I
announcing
will
the
fight
new.
you.
They're not
Like,
old school boxing style. No, they're announcing a new one at E3, and it better be amazing, or I will.
do you think they're ever gonna do the HD remake of 7?
They hinted at it at
That
the
couple
I know
That's
they
PlayStation.
did like
so
the trailer
bad.
of it, and then they were like, "Hee just kidding, that was for fun." And then
I think it's like their new. Have you seen that new test trailer of like their new graphics engine? That's like them summoning Bahamut, and then the girls like they're fighting the like kind of racist Arabic dudes, and it's that
just kind of.
kinda. I mean, I'm not gonna judge them, and so it's a really cool thing. But I don't think it's actually part of a game, and I think that's kind of what they
not.
did with the Final Fantasy VII graphics engine bit.
It's-
Yeah,
I don't
that was
know.
a really poor decision because I don't even, like I said, I've never even played Final Fantasy, but I know that like the general population believes Final Fantasy VII was the best game ever created ever in the history of games ever. So like,
Sixes, but whatever,
really
you know.
poor choice to like mess with people's emotions like that.
Right?
Well,
I've been
the
wanting a
fact-
remake of 7 for years, for so long.
That'd
And
be like Nintendo coming out and being like the next Pokemon is a 3D HD version of Red and Yellow and Blue.
And then everyone, including me, would probably play the shit out of that.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. And
right?
then if they turned around and were like, "Oh, just kidding, we're testing our graphics engine," like fires, riots, cars being flipped. Like
That's what
So much
Squaresoft
anger.
does. At
That's
the press
insane.
conference,
Can't
they
do
were
that.
literally like, "Hey, we're gonna have a guy come out and introduce something really amazing." He walks out on stage and goes, "We'll show you something cool at E3," and
E3,
walks off, and it was like, "What?"
wow.
Well, they had
They are
to one-up Blizzard in terms of complete disappointments when it came to those announcements. So, yeah, it's
Oh, man.
kind of ridiculous.
It's
But yeah, I
funny,
mean,
though,
the
'cause I
Luminous. Sorry, I was just going to say that what I'm showing right now is the Luminous engine. That's the tech demo that you were talking about.
Oh, this thing looks really cool. I don't care what anyone says. Square has some of the best like in-game graphic like cinematics. They've had that for a long time. Only one better, I would say, might be Blizzard.
Yep.
I really like all the new cinematics that they added in Mr. Pandaria. I know everybody and their brothers are like, "Boo, boo, Mr. Pandaria, I haven't played WoW, it's dying, blah blah blah." I don't know.
haven't played
I think
WoW
the
in 2
problem.
years.
I could literally go on and on all day about where WoW went wrong and the beginning of the end of WoW as we knew it. And I'm not gonna say the end of WoW because all it did was transition to a different audience. LFR,
Chinese people?
LFG. No, it was making it anonymous. It took away all of the like being
I
nice
agree.
to people, getting groups, social structure, gone. Anonymous. You queue up, you can kick people, nobody says anything. There is no CC, there is no roles. You don't. I remember in BC, you would like go and you'd go in trade chat for like 45 minutes looking for priest because you wanted a stamina buff, looking for mage because you wanted someone who could sheep and give food and give an intellect buff. And like now it's just you take what you can get. There's always 4 people with the same type of gear. People ninja loot like crazy. They don't talk to each other unless they're yelling at each other because it's anonymous. It's stupid. That was the worst thing that they did.
Preach it.
No,
End
no, no.
rant.
You're not
Here's
wrong.
the thing.
You're not
no,
wrong.
she's absolutely right. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people were mad about like, oh, it's pandas and it's like
No,
this
pandas
Asian
are awesome. And
No,
I
here's
was
the
the
thing.
first one to say they sucked.
I freaking love the expansion story and all the stuff going on in the expansion, the characters, all that's wonderful. But the minute I got to max level and started doing like the first raid and saw that the dailies were like a freaking shit ton of them, I was overwhelmed and I was like, that's when Blizzard
Well,
kills me.
The
It's
other
too
thing
much.
is that they
It's too
made
much.
you can't get gear if you're like any sort of casual. I think that the best time period of World of Warcraft was Wrath of the Lich King prior to LFR and LFG. Well, LFR didn't come out until Cataclysm, but Wrath of the Lich King, the patch before, I can't remember which patch it was, 3.2 maybe. The patch before LFR or LFG was introduced.
Oh,
was
if
the
you're talking
best.
about the old war, like basically old war,
Yes,
then,
yeah.
then I will agree with you because I mean, Wrath
Because-
of the Lich King for me caused the game to go to shit, and
it
LFR
was
definitely had
after-
a lot to do with it.
See, I liked the way that gear worked in Wrath of the Lich King. And during Wrath of the Lich King, I didn't because I actually raided a lot during Wrath of the Lich King. So
Yeah.
I was all, everybody has epics. But now
That's
that
true.
I'm not raiding, I look back at that and say, you know what? I was raiding in a progression guild that we all had heroic gear. Like we all had a totally different, I mean, it was the same tier, but it was different than the casual raiders, but you could still go and pug, and your heroic lockout didn't save you to a regular lockout, so everybody actually knew the fights because they did them twice a week. I don't know. I really liked Wrath of the Lich King.
The problem with WoW is that it suffers from what every MMO suffers from like now, and I think this is something that needs to be changed in the future, and there's so many problems with MMOs in general, but one of the things that everyone knows and agrees on, but just the people who quit for this reason, the people who stay because they're like, I'll get over it. But every time a new raid comes out, everything you've done before that point is utterly useless. And like, you can spend hours farming the greatest weapon ever, something else comes along, and those hours you put in are essentially moot and pointless.
See, I personally don't think that's a problem. I think that's a to be expected thing with patches and MMOs and any game in general. But when they took away the community, I used to remember in BC, you would be asking for a group and somebody would say, invite me. And 3 people would do little up arrows and be like, that guy's a ninja, that guy's a dick, don't invite him, because it wasn't acceptable to be a douchebag. Like, and now it is. Like, anybody can just do whatever they want. There's no repercussions for it. There's no way to report someone for their behavior. I've been kicked out of groups for like nothing, for no reason, just for being the one person who's like, hey, can't we just clear the whole, I mean, heaven forbid, we're only leveling, can we clear everything? Kick. Like, people are just rude, and it never used to be like that because you wouldn't be able to get in groups if people knew that you were rude.
Yeah, you've also got to think about the way that that's also tied into the way that the dungeons are designed now. Because
well, and you don't even see the world because you just queue up and you port there. Nobody knows where instances.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, have never given a shit about seeing the world or whatever. It's like leveling up was always there's always something that got in the way of me raiding, so fuck that. But, it's like, just summon me, it'll be fine. But the main problem with the LFR system is, like, what you mentioned is right, but it also ties into the way the game's now designed. Because LFR is now the way to get into dungeons, that means they have got to make the dungeons easy enough for random fucking puggers to deal with. Yeah? And this has been a problem ever since they brought it in. They nerfed heroics into the fucking floor in Wrath as a direct result of that, and they've done it to raids now as well, and it's just pretty ridiculous. And you might say, oh, we could just play the harder difficulty. It's like, no, because you have to do the lower difficulty to do the harder fucking difficulty in the first place.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Have they changed that? Well, that's fucking good, because that was Wrath and Cataclysm in a nutshell. You've got to do all the shitty easy content, which is a massive, laborious, boring fucking grind, in order to actually get to the stuff that's interesting. And by that point, it's the same fucking fight with a couple of extra bells and whistles added to it.
Well, no, I mean, there's hardcore and stuff, but the way that I know that, since I don't play nearly as much anymore, but the way my guild used to do it is they would do looking for raid stuff, get all the loot they could from there, and then on raid nights bring that loot into like the legit raid, and it became easier. So then it was like 2 weeks in, it's like, all right, we're going to the hardest mode possible, and it's like, we didn't even have time to get, and they're like, well, we'll get it there, and everything's pushed to the end, and it's all because people keep pushing so fast, and everyone's like, look at my EP, and it's bigger than yours. And if you have any inkling,
vanilla.
But if you have any inkling as a casual player,
I think those are like, I don't know. Everybody's always been pushing for. It's like you said, it's been like that since vanilla. I think the real problem is the breakdown of the social structure. I don't even mind LFR so much because I feel like there were a lot of people who didn't have the opportunity to raid at all before LFR came out. Like, and I don't really mind that there's a crazy easy difficulty of raids for people who wouldn't get to experience it otherwise. But getting a 5-man dungeon together was never a problem. And I was on a low population server, and it was never a problem. Like, you might have had to have been patient, but if you were patient, you weren't going to be the person who left mid-group. You weren't going to AFK. You weren't going to pull everything and then leave. You weren't going to be a blatant douchebag because you just spent 45 minutes getting into the group. And like, I think that taking out that little waiver of dedication really changed. And the anonymousness, you're not playing with people on your server. There's no, you can just do whatever.
There's no consequences for being.
There's no consequences.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Exactly. There's no accountability.
It's the same reason why you, in the same MOBA queues, if you go solo queue, it's going to be the worst experience because you know that you will never, ever, ever see that person again, and everyone just rips each other to pieces. And, I would compare it to exactly the same thing because it's very much, on your MOBA team, on your Dota team, you are part of a group that has never played together before, and yet you have to play together in order to succeed. It's exactly the same fucking principle as in WoW, and you have exactly the same problems.
And that was never a thing until I mean, I made a video like the week after LFG came out that was like, when did the entire WoW community become total asshats? Like,
No,
when did that-
Oh, they've always been assets.
They were always asshats. The problem is that before like looking for group and looking for raid and stuff like that, the asshats, if most people in a guild, if you were in a guild, you would raid, you would run dungeons with your guild because
Exactly.
pugs were garbage. And when you did have a pug, if they were good, you were like, all right, you're cool. Maybe you should join our guild. If they're bad, you never talk to them again. Now, because all this mix, you're right. It's the people who suck are just thrown back in with everybody, and it's just unbearable. And so everyone's just really ignorant to everyone else. It's unplayable.
Yeah, that's pretty much my opinion of it right now.
I don't think it's unplayable. I still play quite a lot.
God bless you. I can't tolerate it.
But
Has anyone else
Pedo.
been playing anything else this week?
I
Before
played
we
a
go
ton
break?
of League of Legends since Quinn came out. It's fun stuff. She's like a really overpowered support, even though I know she's like intended to be an AD carry. Although she
a new character in LoL overpowered? No. Do tell me
well,
more.
I don't actually think she's a very overpowered AD carry, and I think she'll make a very good top. I don't think people are playing her top right now, but like I think that she would be, because she's got really short range for an AD carry, and her kit is set up for a lot of like melee damage. So I think she would make a good top lane character. But because of her blind and stuff like that, she actually is a really OP support if you have like an all-in type champion. So I don't know. I've played her as support a few times, and I've had a lot of fun. And I'm all excited about the little leaks and releases that we're finding out about. The new Karma rework looks sick. I love Karma now. Like I don't even think she's all that bad. Like I've done very well on her. Unless they play her as like AP, then it goes very poorly. But I love her new skin, and then they like hinted at that Zach Blob ghost guy. That's gonna be fun stuff. I don't even know what he is, but he's jelly. He's jelly. How can they possibly go wrong? And
I have no idea
Lysandra.
what you're saying right now.
Oh, that's fine. I could just go on. And
No, just keep going.
Lysandra, who is like the most anticipated LoL champion of all time, she's her name is showing up in files now, so she's probably not gonna be the next champion, but the champion after, which I are excited. So. That's a thing.
I'm just
haven't
amused to see
played
all these champions
League
coming
in
out right
so
now
long.
that I saw like 9 months ago at the Riot NDA'd
Yeah.
and couldn't talk about.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you'll have that, but I don't know. I've had fun times. Although LoL is one of those weird games. It's like so fun when you win, and then when you lose, you just want to pick up your computer and throw it out the window.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
But if you do really well, you feel so awesome.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
I know all of these feels.
Yes,
Speaking
Jesse?
of overpowered, my Awesome Space Butterfly guy is super overpowered and destroying everyone.
Oh my
Keep
God.
it up, butterflies! You're doing wonderful.
Has he not been patched yet?
They tried. He's still amazing.
Mine came out underpowered. Like he was
Really?
he was useless for a while.
He was useless.
Yeah, he really was.
That sucks.
Well, he is a pain in the ass now. I do not like your character. However, Genji is amazing. Everyone should play Awesome just to play him and see his little... When he jumps as he falls, the face he makes is the cutest thing for a man who has no face and only rows of teeth. It is wonderful.
Why do I get picked on for playing Skylanders and you don't get picked on for playing Awesome Knots?
Because
it has
you don't
awesome
have to buy
and-
$20 plastic figures to play Awesome Knots.
Listen. Think about all
bought
the
a Titan.
collectibles and all. I know you bought a Titan. What are you talking about? But,
Yeah,
like,
my
think about all
Titan's
the, like,
badass.
I don't
You
know.
fucking
Maybe
kidding
it's just me, but
like
I
my
have a
Titan
ton
would
of,
eat
like,
all of your Skylanders. It would kill them with a plasma blast gun. Or
You're
a Vulcan
very-
Mega Boulder. Do any of your little figurines have Vulcan Mega Boulders? Exactly. You don't even know what that is. Screw you.
I don't listen. One of my characters, Whirlwind, she throws up rainbows, and that's her attack. Okay, get the fuck
My Titan
out.
can level entire cities with a single volley. What's your point?
Yeah, well, I can upgrade it to a double rainbow.
Yeah, well, it sounds like heresy to me, quite frankly.
Yeah.
One
well,
of Genji's abilities
my
is
favorite
the
fight
porno
that's ever happened.
porno magazine. That's
oh my
the thing.
gosh.
Yeah, no big
It
surprises
gives him
there.
skills.
It's
It's a
amusing.
picture of a worm lady.
I
It's a
searched-
hot worm. It's wonderful.
So I searched for Awesome Naught Space Butterfly to bring us some footage. The first thing I found is a video by the Gull of Doom that says Awesome Naught's whiny space butterfly. I'm like, yep, that's Jesse in a nutshell. Got
that
that
a
one
thing?
right. Yeah, there's a
Oh my
video
God.
called that. It's
Yes.
like, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh man. I'm trying to think, is there anything else about I've been playing a lot of Dodo. I actually I play Tusk, who is their newest hero. I say newest hero, it's like all these heroes have been out for fucking years in actual Dota, and they're slowly porting them over. Tusk is fucking hilarious. He's this Swedish polar bear thingy that he has the ability to punch people into orbit, and his ultimate is Walrus Punch, which brings up this giant piece of text on the screen that says Walrus Punch. But they basically let the voice actor go insane. And there's about 80 different voices for Walrus Punch, where he just makes shit up as he goes along for what Walrus Punch actually is, which includes Face Punch, Friendship Punch, Punchy Punch Punch, Fruit Punch.
Friendship Punch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like all sorts of nonsense. And that hero is hilarious fun to play. He has an ability which can fuck your team over completely, where he rolls himself up into a snowball and then rolls at the enemy. But it picks up any hero that's nearby and rolls them along with him. So you can take your entire team into a situation where they'll be completely murdered. It's great. I absolutely love it. Tusk is great. He's a really fun hero.
I'm watching this guy, the whiny space butterfly man. He's getting his ass kicked. It's wonderful. I don't know what country he's from, but his accent is lovely. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sure you were talking about something, but he was like, "Oh shit! I've got to watch out for it. These guys, they are trying to attack me."
He's Austrian, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that was me poorly doing whatever place he's from.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, it just all becomes Austrian.
It sounded like Arnold.
Yeah.
I assume it was Arnold playing the game.
Probably.
What's he got better to do? Nothing.
Not a thing.
Indeed.
Being in the last stand.
What are we watching right now?
I
TV?
don't know. It
You
looks
need
like
to
a
watch
world
this.
of Rengars with a snowman.
You need to watch this. It's a minute long. It's called The Legend of Tusk. It is this hilarious little machinima that was done, which is synced up to one of the scenes from the F-Zero anime where Captain Falcon sacrifices himself for the glory of the universe.
Yes.
In this, Captain Falcon is Tusk, and it is absolutely fantastic.
Walrus Punch!
Walrus Punch is legit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's on. Go check it out. His channel is youtube.com/swords with 5 Z's at the end of it. And he is fucking funny. He does some amazing little machinimas. So, yeah, go watch The Legend of Tusk. It will take a minute of your time. You will love it.
Wow.
Is there anything else you've been playing?
I've also just been doing the Blood Bowl thing. I'm terrified because I'm against Krender this week. And, so I'm just trying to, like, perfect the stay the fuck away from Lizard Ditka plan.
To be honest, consider this for a fact, right? Most of his Saurus didn't get block. Yeah? In fact, it's like, oh, we're strength 4, but they have no block and no dodge, whereas you have a bunch of girls with blodge, and all of you guys have dodge by default. So in reality, he's going to keep trying to punch you, and it's not really going to work that well. He's going to get pretty horrible results.
The Sauruses, I think we have the same movement amount, but like their agi is like really low and stuff.
Yeah, agi's
so
1 on those guys. So like under no circumstances could a Saurus actually dodge out of a tackle zone ever.
Yeah, but the thing that sucks is Lizard Ditka has the prehensile tail. So when I try to dodge against him, he just trips me.
It's only -1, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to kill all the skinks. That's my plan. Kill all the skinks.
Skinks?
The Blood Bowl tournament. So Krender is like all lizard men, and he's got these tiny little lizards that can move so far. And if they get the ball, so I need to kill them. Is the plan?
Yeah.
I just gotta kill little Skittles.
Is that the same as there was when I worked at the game store? There was a game that we sold for PSP that was called Blood Bowl. Is it the same game?
Yeah, it's
like an orc football.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
So fun, but I mean, I'm gonna do my best, but I'm not going to assume that I'll win this week. My match against him is tomorrow, so.
Yeah, it's Krendor's basically playing an awful lot of running game stuff. Like, he's getting tons of touchdowns. I figure if anyone can sort of stop the skinks rolling, then he has literally no chance of winning the game. Mostly because he can't get the ball into the hands of an agility 1 player. And he only has 4 skinks, and he only has 11 players on his team. So it's like, when I think I play him next week. I'm not saying that I'm probably
Oh,
going to break
Do you
his
have
legs.
Big Skittles?
I have Big Skittles is deployed. Yeah, he's ready.
If I don't kill him, TB, I need you to kill him.
Big Skittles will kill him.
Okay.
I made an entire character solely to kill that guy.
Bebop, grab some beer. We're gonna play this weekend and have some real fun.
Oh, goodness. But, yeah.
I also played an iOS game this week. It was
Is
alright.
it called Zookeeper Battle?
No, it wasn't.
That game is retarded.
I was still on this. You've been talking about this for a month now.
Oh, man.
Zookeeper Battle is so good.
Anger.
Yet, if you play between the hours of like 6 p.m. and midnight, you might as well just give up a loss.
Slaughtered. Dude.
It's like ultra Asian time. Everyone's name is like symbols I've never seen before, and it's like I'm getting like 100 attack and like 8 defense. I'm like, what up, bitches? And it's like 200 attack. I'm like, what? Insta
Yeah,
death.
man.
I'm like, I give up. I
felt like I got so high in the rankings, and within a day, I was like over 100,000 less than I was before, and I just gave up. I got so angry.
I've breached the top 50,000. I've won some of those like weekly award things. I'm like, yeah, what up, bitches? I'm so good. And then for like days, I'll just straight losses. I'm just like, I can't function with this game.
I feel you. Danielle, you should play Zookeeper Battle.
If you're wondering what
Is it
Zookeeper
on
Battle
Android?
is,
I don't have an iPhone anymore. I have a
Oh,
Galaxy
it's
Note
on
2.
Android.
I play this
Oh,
game
look
on
at
my phone all the time. It's on the I think it's Google Play is what they call it. It's called Triple Town. So
Oh my
Oh,
god, I love
yeah.
Triple Town.
Yeah,
I love
Dodger will tell you
Triple
about
Town
that. Yeah. Funny thing
Yeah,
about Zookeeper Battle is
Zookeeper
I
Battle's
just
fully on
realized
Android.
it's a sequel to the game Zookeeper, which was one of the better launch titles on the DS.
really?
Really?
Yeah, it's. I'm just
is
looking at
this
the.
like Pokemon?
No,
it's like a matching game, and then your
it's-
animals battle.
Yeah.
But
I'm
then you
looking
can treat your animals to goodness and give them things like I have a box of candy I give my animal. He's wonderful.
Yeah, this is exactly like
Let's
it.
see if this is on the Google Play network.
Yeah, do it.
I wonder,
doing it.
either someone basically stole this entirely, including the graphic
Oh,
style, or it's the
it
actual
looks
company
like
behind it.
Pokemon Trozy. Trozy? I don't know what it's called. Throw me a bone here,
Oh,
people.
that puzzle thing? I
Yeah,
remember, I
it
remember
was like Bejeweled with Pokemon.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but I know what you're talking about,
Oh,
definitely.
It was either Trozy or Trozy, something like that. Zookeeper Battle?
Yeah, that's
Is that what
it.
it's called?
Is it the Zookeeper Battle? Is it
Is it
the one
free?
with the
Is
zoo?
it free and?
It is. It is.
Oh
free.
man, look at that. Installing now.
Is it pay to win? Because if it's iOS, it probably
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
When
didn't
you fight the little android boss man, it's pay to win at that point because he kicks your ass every time.
Yeah,
And it's like,
sounds
you
about
can
right.
keep
No,
fighting
that's
him.
not true.
After
You
round
can-
one,
you
if you
can-
beat him
yeah.
round one, then round two, he's like, I have 12,000 hit points. Suck it, bitches. And at that point, he's impossible to beat unless you spend money to beat him because you run out of the little like health potion things.
That's not true. You can beat him, Jesse. You just need to believe in
Whoa,
yourself.
Whoa, have you beaten him?
Yeah.
All 3
Oh.
rounds.
I got 524 attack. Bitch.
All 3 rounds, you beat him.
Yeah.
So it's adorable.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Why
It
do
was
you
a fluke.
lie?
Beating him with that much attack was
Why
a
do you
super
lie
fluke.
to people?
But I don't know.
You're lying to our audience right now.
I'm not lying. I'm gonna look up.
No one beats Robot Boss Man. No one.
I'm gonna look it up.
I played Dodger. You did this video a while ago, a really long while ago, because it was before I got an iPhone, and I'm over that by now. I have a Droid now. But you played Jetpack Joyride.
Oh my
And I
God.
remember I played that stupid game obsessively for like 2 weeks, and I texted you, and I was
Yeah.
like, hey, what's your score in Jetpack Joyride? And it was like 10 times mine, and I was like, I'm never playing this stupid game again.
I got
stopped.
way too
She's
into
a
Jetpack
liar, though.
Joyride.
She's a liar. Also, she is known to avoid reality in order to play games. I've been in the room with her when things are happening, and she's like this the entire time.
No, that
And
is
it-
true.
That's pretty standard female behavior. I'm not sure.
Oh
I'm
my
surprised by
God.
that.
Oh my goodness. That's standard
It's-
male behavior.
You're not denying it. Neither of you are denying it.
No,
I know
you're
this.
super
No, because
confused.
I,
I
like
know what's
games,
going on.
TV.
I'm in the now, okay? I will. My fiance sits behind me. His desk is right there, and I'll be like, "Hey, Nick, blah blah blah." Nothing. I like have to like tap him on the shoulder because he's in the zone. Civilization 5, don't even try. StarCraft, don't even try. You have to physically
He's a
make
smart
contact.
individual. Nick
Wow.
is a smart,
Jesse.
highly educated,
Jesse.
impressive young man who I think you should be lucky to be with.
Jesse, do you want Nick? You can have him.
A little bit. I'll be honest, a little bit.
I love you too, Jesse.
I love you, man.
It's getting to the time of the life where he just.
Look, I'm willing to settle at this point.
Yeah, it's like I've had 30 years to try and make this shit
Look, I'm
work.
done.
It hasn't
I'm willing to
happened,
settle.
so.
Oh, done.
Done.
So there was this game I did play on iOS. It's actually by the guys that make Monday Night Combat. It is called Outland Games. And it's another runner. It's like runners are fucking ubiquitous on iOS these days. But it's a pretty good one. It's fucking hard. There's no real question about that. And you play as one of the characters from Monday Night Combat. You run through this world where you're trying to win your freedom, and you earn coins, which allows you to unlock stuff. Yeah, the kind of way that you'd expect. It's got double jump, which is nice. It also allows you to attack enemies, and then you instantly die whenever you run into anything. So it's also got an unlockable
You
top
can do
hat.
fancy flips.
Yep. you
Oh,
can
and
do
there are
fancy flips.
costumes. I'm in.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, it's
I don't
nice.
like that. Does that stuff come up on your screen when you're playing? Because that shit's distracting.
Yeah,
What
that
stuff?
is true.
I also have like
Hopefully
severe
not.
ADD. Whoa.
No,
What,
no, none of that stuff comes up on the screen. That's
what is
all
going
the
on
trailer.
right now?
Wait, why is there just a guy?
Like, where
hey,
did he
I'm-
come from?
It's the trailer, guys.
I'm so confused.
No,
I hope-
No, I mean,
I hope that during that point in the trailer, they're like, we recorded actual people who do flips and rendered on top of their bodies. That's what I
Probably
hope
didn't do
they're
anything
saying.
like that, I would think.
I want to see
There's
them
no other
do
reason for that guy to be there.
The
Yeah.
It
triple
was so
jump render.
confusing.
Yeah, it's 99 cents. It's definitely worth playing. It's a nice little bit of fun every once in a while, so I would recommend it. It's called Outland Games. 99 of your American cents.
I just got Ghost.
Don't you
Trick.
live in
I've
the
yet to
US?
play.
Fucking
gonna say, it's-
you haven't played Ghost Trick yet, Jesse? What the
I
hell's wrong with
just
you?
got it today. I'm sorry.
Ghost Trick is incredible. It's one of the
I just
best
got it
games
today.
that I played on the DS. It is absolutely fantastic.
Well, I can't wait to trick ghosts or be tricked by them. I don't know what it's
You
about.
are the ghost. You are doing the
but
tricking.
they recommended it to me, and I was like, "Thank you, iTunes, for recommending things for me." I was
Goddamn
like, "Download."
phenomenal is what it is.
That's exactly. Boop, beep, boop, boop. Downloaded.
Oh my!
I'm downloading a game right now. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop.
That game is.
I just
just
downloaded a
wonderful.
game during this podcast and I looked nothing like that. Just saying.
Then
looked
you're
fairly
doing it
calm.
wrong.
Then you're doing. Of course I am.
For the love of God, like, and I need to remind people of this every couple of weeks, by the way. You know,
Yes.
I'm going to do this by showing the ghost character having a conversation with a Pomeranian, who is one of the main characters in the game.
Wait,
Oh,
it
okay.
spoils. I don't want to.
It's not really spoilers per se, but yeah, it's actually kind of hard to show a lot in this game.
Pomeranian is so cute!
It was super cute. Yeah, I agree.
The weird thing about this game is, like, it's actually an amazing looking game. What I'm showing you is footage of the DS version. The iOS version is really a lot better looking. It's a much higher resolution. And the way that the game is animated is just crazy. It's like they rotoscoped everything, and the animation quality is just phenomenally good.
I was gonna
And
say, the animation is so good.
it's fucking good. The music's
is
really,
going
really good as well. And the whole point of the game is that you have to change the outcome of scenarios by manipulating things in your environment using your ghost powers. Like, you have no direct control over what's happening, and everything kind of runs on time. So you have to get it all sorted out, and there's some timing elements involved in it as well. It's like, oh, I know she's going to move over here at this point, so if I activate this will cause something to happen. It's all kind of cause and effect stuff. And it is so good. And the storyline is phenomenal. And
What is this called?
it's called
Ghost
Ghost Trick
Trick.
Phantom Detective. It was originally on the DS. It is now on iOS, and it is so good. The
Is it
first
on
two
Google
chapters
Play?
are free, and then I think the total cost of the game is about $5 or something like that, which is not bad considering it was like 30 on the DS. It is brilliant. Brilliant.
Ghost Trick Phantom Detective?
Yep, it's probably not on Android. It's iOS, I think. So
I think that
Oh,
that
it's
Marge
not
Simpson
on
girl-
Android.
That
Yeah.
Marge Simpson lady had a big old badonkadonk. So I can
That is
true.
confirmed. She does.
It was huge.
I'm fairly sure that's actually relevant to the game as well. Like, the size of her ass is used in one of the puzzles, I'm pretty sure. So, just
I
wanna
bet
point
it
that out.
is.
Yeah.
Am I right, TB?
That will be a great time for a commercial break. When we come back, we will attempt to talk about video games. It probably won't work out so well. Welcome to the Game Station podcast. So, yes, commercials. We'll be back in a few minutes. We don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast. Where occasionally we have a lot of background noise today. It's like everyone has aircon running and everything's really loud. It's like this podcast was brought to you by wind tunnels.
I am hearing like phantom heels walking around, and I can't tell. I keep having to take my headphones off because I can't tell if they're in my house or
It's my
above me.
dog. He keeps walking on my hardwood floor.
No. When I take them off, I can hear it. It's definitely in here, so don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's like legit heels. I just can't tell where they are. But I don't think I live with anybody who wears
Do you just
heels,
like have
so
a hooker walking around your house?
maybe.
The
Maybe
ghost
somebody
of a
got a
hooker.
hooker.
The ghost of a hooker.
Is the
That's
ghost
probably what it
manipulating
is.
things to make things better in certain situations?
Maybe.
Ghost trick! It makes
Ghost
perfect
hooker.
sense now.
The Phantom Detective.
Oh, ghost trick! Oh, I
Ghost
see what
trick.
you did! Oh, what you did there, I see it! Okay, I'm in on this joke.
Yeah, it's a living, walking meme. How wonderful. So those of you wondering what was going on with the music in the break, it's all by Zircon. I'm big into Zircon right now. He is one of the guys that contributes pretty regularly to ocremix.org, but he also does his own solo material. Mostly, he does quite a lot of vocal trance, also does a lot of video game-inspired, just electronica stuff. And it's just really, really good, and you should check him out. I would recommend the website, but since I just crashed it, I'm going to recommend the Bandcamp, which is zirconstudios.bandcamp.com. That's Zircon, Z-I-R-C-O-N, studios.bandcamp.com, because it's probably not going to crash as easily. But yeah, his music's great. That was from actually one of his older albums, and that goes by the name of Impulse Prime, and I would recommend that you go and have a look at it. They're pretty awesome. He does some great stuff. Alright, so let's talk about the news this week. Well, quite frankly, all that's really been going on with the news is SimCity is fucking awful. That seems to be the news right now. Everything
We
has
did
gone horribly
discuss
wrong.
that at length.
We did.
I
but
don't believe
what
it.
we did not discuss was the stuff that has been happening with it in terms of, not being able to log in. Oh, that's only the tip of the iceberg. For instance, those of you who may not be aware, 2 days ago, they decided in order to increase server stability, they would disable cheetah speed within the game. Which means that you can't run any of your cities at top speed anymore, and if you select cheetah speed, it will be just the same speed as llama speed, which is the regular. So, how can you think of a more extreme change that's been made to a game, like, in recent memory, in light of something like that? I mean, that seems absurd to me.
I can't. I'll let you know right now that I would get up and walk away from the game for hours on end if that was the case. The speed that's the only way you can play it like a normal human being.
Still.
If you leave it on the slowest or that like medium speed level, things don't happen forever, and half the time you're just waiting for money. So you're just like, I guess I'll go watch TV. You come back 30 minutes later, like, all right, I can afford to play again. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's assuming, of course, you don't get kicked out of the game in the process and have to go back into a freaking queue.
Right.
Or assuming, of course, that the actual game manages to sync your city properly. As, you've just given an example of that happening to you. Jen had an example of it. I think Zook did as well. So this is hardly a small problem that it's affecting the minority of people. It's a big deal. It's losing your cities and having your stuff corrupted is absolutely massive. And then actually nerfing the speed of the game, I have never heard of that. I don't think a single game has ever done that in the past. Ever. That's new. EA is innovating right now.
Oh no.
this
William,
is
Jesse
something-
loves you.
I'm not even joking. While we were talking, I texted him and was like, I love you, Will. You're the best.
I am so sorry. Yeah.
And he's like, these have been the worst few days of my
the
life.
life. Yeah.
Oh.
God, I feel for that guy. I really do. I feel for the Maxis devs as well, really, because
For sure.
I can't imagine that Maxis started off saying, what would be really good? An always-on SimCity. You know, no doubt they wanted to make a more connected SimCity. They've had that idea for a while. Yeah, that's cool. But I'm pretty sure they didn't say, you know what would be a really good idea? Always on DRM for this. Yeah? Like, instead of an optional multiplayer mode, which would have made perfect sense, what they decided to do was this whole interconnected thing. And I can't think of a single example of a game that's done that well. Like, Cities XL, and I think there was a couple of other lesser-known titles that have happened over the past 10 years have tried this and fucked it up magnificently. And it seems like, unfortunately, SimCity is just yet another example of that just not happening.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's interesting because, like, at first, when this topic was brought up, I was like, well, you know, like with Steam, you always have to be online. There are plenty of things that require you to always be online.
Totally,
I don't think that this is going to be a big deal. But it's gotten to the point now where, while that was an issue a while back, where people were saying, you know, not everybody has internet, not everybody can be on the internet all the time. Now it's kind of flipped where most people are able to have consistent internet, but it's the company that needs to be able to, like, step up. And they consistently now, a lot of these companies that try to do this always on have not been able to step up. So
well, I like understand the wanting to do always on. I don't understand the like proprietary Origin because it's bad. Like Origin's never been good, and it's very frustrating because like I have The Sims, and I bought The Sims on Steam. Unknowingly my sister bought the expansions and gave them to me, and you can't use any of the expansions that you buy in the store for the Steam game because the expansions in the store are through Origin.
Through Origin,
that
sucks.
So stupid. Like, that's so dumb. So, like, my options were either buy another copy of The Sims 3, which I ended up doing through Origin, and it never worked. Like, it just never worked. My login never worked. I couldn't get Origin to stay on consistently. I mean, it's like a terrible service. So it's like, if you wanted people to be online all the time to maybe prevent piracy, whatever it may be, put it through Steam. Put it through a platform that's capable of doing it. Like, don't try to often do it by yourself when clearly, like, you've proven time and time again that you can't.
Yeah.
The funny thing about this is that really you can kind of track this back to this being Valve's doing in the long run. Because when Steam first came out, this is exactly the same reaction people had to it. It's like, why the hell do I have to play these games through this shitty service? And Steam was a pile of crap initially. For years, it sucked hard. And then it became the most successful thing on PC. And naturally, every other company's now saying, well, I need to do that, because I can't give Valve this ridiculous amount of control. And we're talking about a developer, a publisher, and a retailer, all under one roof. That's a lot of power for one company to have, and it doesn't matter how well they've done for you in the past. You know, we used to say Google was the epitome of companies that always did right by people. Yeah, the whole never do evil thing. That disappeared over the last couple of years. Google's done plenty of bad stuff. So eventually, you're going to get to a situation where a company gets so large and powerful that they will do something bad.
Well, I mean, you can even, that could even be argued about, like, Valve now. I mean, look what they did with the whole, like, Dota thing. Like, that was developed from a Warcraft game by a guy who worked for Blizzard, and then they, like, sued them over the title, which they didn't come up with. Like...
Yeah, that whole idea is a very, very, very complicated. The whole trademark case was a very complex thing. The thing about Ice Frog is I'm pretty sure Ice Frog never actually worked for Blizzard, to my knowledge. I may be wrong there. I honestly haven't kept track of the case for a long time because the case is obviously done now. But, I mean, whatever ended up happening there, I don't think Valve should have necessarily been able to just grab the trademark like that. I mean, fuck, Blizzard, who had the original game on their service, now have to rename their Dota game to Blizzard All-Stars instead of Blizzard Dota because they don't have the trademark for Dota anymore.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It's dumb.
That's really insanity, really, when you think about it. And also, unfortunately, it's caused some pretty... like, insane restructuring in how they allow modifications to be done for games like StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
And they've had to redo the terms of service to say, well, we can't give you as many rights anymore because if we do, then Ice Frog's going to run off with the latest and greatest mod and sell it to another company, and then they're going to take the trademark, and then
it's
we're going to
very unethical. And Blizzard was cool. I mean, they had, Dota 1 and Dota 2, and Blizzard was never like, hey, that's ours, give that back, that's ours. And then, like, to go and sue them, especially when they were calling it Blizzard Dota. It's not even like they were calling it just Dota. It's not like they were, and I don't know, it just, the whole thing seemed very, even if you don't, unethical is like the perfect word, I think, to use for it. It's just very classless.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff with it as well, honestly. It's funny because someone mentioned, oh, well, they never had the trademark. It's like saying Valve owns the trademark for every Half-Life mod. Well, they kind of do for all the major ones. I mean, fuck, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, they did that. And the whole Dota development situation was so weird because you had... Ice Frog is basically responsible for Blizzard All-Stars. Uhl is responsible for the original Dota, and then you had Ginsu as well as one other guy whose name escapes me, and then some of them went to Riot, and it's really hard to figure out exactly who made what and who was really responsible for everything. And, there's accusations of Ice Frog doing all sorts of crazy shit. Oh, yes, Pendragon, that was the other guy. It's like, as far as I can tell, everyone that ever worked on Dota was an asshole, which is reflected in the way that people play the game. So, they channeled their own emotional state directly into the game, and Dota came. They didn't even code a thing. They just channeled their hate, and then suddenly the code
and then it
rose
just
from
became
hell
a
itself.
game.
Yeah, exactly.
That you have been playing quite consistently.
I've just gone over 100 hours on Dota 2. So, yeah, I love the game a lot. And this is after playing over 1,000 hours of League. And I've now come to the conclusion that, yes, I like Dota 2 more than I like League. And the stuff that I hated in Dota 2 initially, once I eventually got over it, I realized it actually kind of helps the game. But, I mean, they're still very different games. And, if people want to play League, that's totally cool. Hell, I played 1,000 hours of League, so... I don't know how we got onto this topic. We were actually talking about SimCity, but... yeah, we were there.
I think it was my fault.
It's
We
okay.
go off on a
I'm
path of like ADD. It's probably my fault.
I'm gonna chalk up every fuck up in this podcast to you now. Just
That's
FYI.
I'm cool with it. That's
Cool,
fine.
excellent. As long as
It's
you're
fine.
taking
I'm the
responsibility
third
for
greatest
it.
nerd in the entire country and Canada. Because Celeste's from
Apparently,
Canada,
yeah.
so all of North America basically, like third best nerd NA. Get
Something
out.
along those
Awesome.
lines, yeah. So I guess the question is, where does SimCity kind of go from here? Is it simply a case of weather the storm out and then hope that people don't ask for mass refunds? I mean, the policy of Origin is generally they don't give out refunds. If you ask them in the right way, you can get it. And then there's also the option, which is the nuclear option, I might add, don't do this, chargebacks, which is basically declaring war on a company. Yeah, that's when the bank declares war on the company and says, we are forcing you to give this money back, and the consumer is essentially saying, we want no more to do with you. And if you charge back, by the way, to any company, that includes Valve, you will get your Steam account banned. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, Origin. There was a screenshot that blew up over the last couple of days where people were saying, "Oh, if you ask for a refund, you'll get banned." No, that's not true. If you threaten if you commit a chargeback, you will get banned, because chargebacks are against the terms of service of pretty much every platform on the internet, which includes Steam, Origin, Gamersgate, Blizzard. I'm pretty sure will do it if you try and charge back them too. Chargeback is a last resort before lawsuit. Yeah, that's if you cannot get your money back, they flat out refuse, you know you have the right to it, you can initiate a chargeback, but if you do that, you are essentially saying, I never want to do business with you again. And what will then happen is the company will turn around and say, right, fuck you. We're just going to ban your account then. And funnily enough, there was a story that came up last night, whereby the guys who made Natural Selection 2 have incurred over $30,000 worth of chargeback fees because of stolen credit cards. Which is fucking horrible, I might add. Yeah, I mean, that's a small indie dev. I visited their office, there was like 6 of them. Their office is smaller than my house. I know. It's tiny. And they worked their ass off to make this great game for PC, and they got fucked over because a bunch of key-selling sites used stolen credit card information to buy keys en masse and then sell them to people at a discount. And then obviously everyone that had their credit card stolen initiated a chargeback. So guess who got fucked? They did.
Yay!
Sad. Super sad. So, yeah. Friends don't let friends do chargebacks. But again, where does EA go from here? Because currently the protest, the petition is get rid of the always-on requirements. I'm like, they can't. Like, they can't do that.
Yeah.
The way the game is designed requires it to be online. The regions are run by the servers on EA's end. We have no idea how much content is running from EA's end. And people have said, oh, just pirate the game. Like, there is no active pirated version of this game right now, which is quite
Although people are claiming there are, but there
No,
isn't.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, if someone tells you go download this pirated version, then expect malware. There was a claim that Skid Row had got a version up, I think, 2 days ago, and the site that people were linking me was a phishing site. So I'm like, you guys are idiots. I hope you haven't downloaded this because they've just run off with your credit card information. Enjoy. And it will eventually get pirated, but it's going to take a long time. Because what's going to have to be done is kind of the same as WoW private servers, right? They're going to have to do server emulation. That's a lot harder than just, oh, I cracked the DRM. Everything is built into it, you know? Don't even give me this bullshit like, oh, they'll remove it in a few weeks, it'll be a matter of time. No, they won't. Like, they literally have no reason to, because things will eventually get better. The game will run better because less people will be playing it. They eventually get their servers working. They patch the game and everything sorts itself out. So why the fuck would they then remove the DRM? Are you kidding me? They keep it. Of course they're going to keep it. And that's not to mention the fact that it's built into the core of the game mechanics. The whole thing is designed to be played in multiplayer, and a lot of coding and a lot of information is being processed on the server side end. You can't just take it away with a no-CD crack. Jesus Christ, people. This is not hard. You know, I don't know much about software development, but I know that much. It's like saying, oh, let's just no CD crack World of Warcraft. It's the same fucking principle. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You have to server emulate, which is a lot harder. So I expect eventually it'll happen, but I would imagine that what's going to end up happening here is they're just going to ride this out. People, they're probably not going to forget, but eventually, because I've had so many people saying, is it fixed yet? Because I really want to buy the game. And I'm like, are you kidding me? How much time have I spent on Twitter and on YouTube? I put out a PSA that said, this game is fucked. Don't buy it. It's broken. And people are saying, but what if I buy it in a few days? Like, do you really want this game that badly? And I suppose the answer, as Jesse pointed out earlier, is we wouldn't be pissed off if it wasn't a good game.
Yeah, exactly. People want the game, but they also want people to be able to tell them exactly when everything will be fixed. And
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling really good about the fact that I didn't buy it right now and listening
yeah,
to
yeah,
all
totally,
this. I'm like,
totally.
man, oh man.
Yeah.
dude, for real.
Good for me.
Yep, you're totally right there. I've said don't pre-order video games, and to be honest, the people that got shafted the worst on this were the people that pre-ordered the video game. So it's, you know, it's a sad state of affairs because I think SimCity is built into PC gaming culture. Like, we played SimCity when we were kids. We want a new SimCity. We haven't had one in ages. Societies was garbage. And every time they brought out a city building game, it's always sucked in one way or the other. So it's like, if only Maxis would bring this back. But, God, it's so depressing.
Yeah.
But,
In a way, though, it sounds like it's not the game or like the core game mechanics that have problems. It's the servers and the connectivity and stuff like that, which
The
is
game
all
itself
very
is
fixable
really fun.
stuff. I mean, if the game itself is good, give it a month, give it 2 months, and it'll get all sorted out. And maybe there'll be a little $10 price drop. We'll save you a couple bucks.
Also true.
well, it would actually make sense for them to drop the price because they're building this as a DLC platform anyway. So it's always best to have a lower price on the initial buy-in because then people buy more DLC. Like,
Yeah.
if you buy a $30 game instead of a $60 game, you're more likely to say, oh, this is nice and cheap, so I'm going to buy a bunch of DLC, and you can do that. There's like, I think, $20, maybe $30 of DLC already available in the terms of the city sets, like the British set and the German set and stuff like that. And then, because you're already buying into it, you're then more likely to buy more stuff from the DLC store.
How much is it right now, US dollars?
The price of the
60?
game? $60
Yeah.
or $80 for Digital Deluxe, which has got the city sets with it.
Apparently in Norway, it is $87.
Wow.
And the
Well,
deluxe version is $105.
Fuck.
What? That's so expensive.
I wonder
Right?
I wonder what it's like in Australia.
That's
Jesus.
insane.
That's so expensive.
Yeah, man.
League of
For a
Legends
game that
gets me.
doesn't work.
They get all my money because they're like, oh, the game's free. So I'm like, oh, I'll buy $20 and
Buy
costumes
skins.
and skins. Oh no, it's a problem.
I know.
It's-
I actually have all the skins in the game.
Yeah,
It's-
this
What?
you
I-
need to stop with your collections, and you
No,
are just
I got it all
judging
for
me
free.
for
I-
Skylander.
I'm one of the 4 people in the world that got over 10,000 referrals. So yeah, I have.
Listen,
everything for
I'm
free.
at like 27 level 10s. Okay, suck it.
27.
I like how he's like, that's
I-
cute. That's cute.
I'm gonna get medieval Twitch.
Well,
I am.
Yeah,
Mm,
medieval
yeah.
Twitch is good.
Oh.
You know what? You've seen my item in the game, right?
Oh yeah, I play support, of course. Total
Fuck yeah.
biscuit of rejuvenation.
You eat the total biscuit rejuvenation every game. That's so good for people that hate me because it's like that has got to be a constant reminder that I'm better than them.
Wow.
Just wonderful.
Oh my god.
On that note, do you guys want to see my Gundam?
Yes.
Yeah, I brought
show
my
me the Gundam.
Skylanders out too because you care.
There she is. She's like a Sailor Moon Gundam. I love her
Oh my
so
gosh,
much.
she's so cute. Hang on.
I know, she's great. I spent a really long time trying to figure out what the perfect pose was for her once I got her onto the stand. She's adorable.
I want them to
Yeah.
make Sailor Moon style League of Legends skins so bad, like Sailor Soraka and
That would be
Sailor Diana.
amazing.
Happen, do it. Come on.
Yeah, after I finished this one, it only took me like a little over an hour, and I was like, I need something harder. So I went back onto Amazon and immediately bought another one. So
That's,
I'll maybe be able to show you that one next week.
I'm
Yeah.
making. Wait, this is nothing. This isn't even close at all. But I bought this kit from Japan to make this corgi.
Oh,
What?
Like, and it's just random wool, and then you stab it. That's how you do this. It's
oh
a
yeah.
stabber.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make this dog.
Yes, do it.
I
No,
feel like we should just like turn TradeChat's camera off and just rerun what she just said, and it's like, I'm gonna stab it and then I'm gonna make this dog. Like,
Yeah, it's felting. So you like take
it's
all
totally
this
normal.
wool, and if you stab
You
it, it like
stab
hardens the felt.
and it's a dog.
Yep.
Only you want to hear the most unfortunate part about it is I bought two kits. I bought one is the chipmunk with an acorn, and one is a corgi. And the chipmunk with the acorn is the one that comes with the tools, and the corgi only came with the wool. So I've had this sitting on my desk for a week with no tools to stab it with.
Oh
'Cause the
no!
I know. What kind of
Worst.
crap is that? Come on, shipping in Japan, work yourself out.
The
Yeah.
Gundam actually wound up like smaller than I thought it was
She
going to be.
looks awesome.
Thank you. It comes in this box. Oh yeah, Gundam. Woo. So I was expecting her to be bigger, but I'm actually kind of glad that she's not gigantic because I am running out of shelf space.
Yeah, that's it. I've actually had to buy more shelves because I have too much stuff. The room that I film in is out of control. It looks like somebody just vomited video game paraphernalia on the walls to the floor.
What, Jesse? What?
I didn't say anything.
You
I
got
said
something
nothing.
to say, Cox?
No, I'm so
Yeah, are you
happy.
sure?
You
'Cause
guys
we've
have such
discussed
great
this, I'll
things.
fight you.
No, I think it's
That
great.
was what you did.
I think it's great. I think it's great that you guys are living your lives.
You see this? She will literally shoot unicorns. Well, she looks like a unicorn, but she'll shoot rainbows at you, and you'll die.
You gotta die of something. It might as well be rainbows.
might as
She's
well
a
be.
rainbow
Maybe
death
possibly double
dragon corn.
I have this battle cruiser.
Yeah, bet you
Fuck
it is
me.
absolutely nothing compared to a double rainbow dragon corn.
It's made entirely of clay. It's custom built. There's only one in the world.
I'm getting too
Yeah.
old for this shit.
This is Drobot. He's the best because he talks like a robot. When he comes on screen, he's like, Drobot, destroy. And any character that talks like that wins,
Automatically.
evidently.
I need to fix that. It was destroyed by FedEx, and I hate them.
Oh no.
I also have this sauce, but I'm going to recommend a sauce to you. I found this sauce, and it's wonderful. This is Jim and Nick's original concoction, which is a fantastic spicy
it-
barbecue sauce.
Are you, what?
Welcome
What
to
is
the Game
even
Station
going
podcast.
on right now? Like, what are you?
Every
where
now and
did you
again,
get
we
that? Is that
recommend
just
food
sitting on your
products.
desk? You just
Yeah,
have barbecue
pretty much.
sauce sitting on your desk?
Yeah, why not?
Doesn't it need to be refrigerated after you opening?
I haven't
I bet
opened it
it
yet.
does.
It's fine. It's
I
not
don't
been
think it's open. He just bought it to keep it, just like you have the Skylanders. He buys barbecue sauces
No, it's
and
not
has
the
them
same thing.
fight.
Let's have a giant selection of barbecue sauces.
He just doesn't actually use them ever.
No,
He
of
plays
course
with
not.
them like,
why,
"Come
why
on,
would you eat
Bobby."
them? I don't even like barbecue sauce.
I don't even know what to say to this. Like, you just. I'm like, here's my robot dragon. You're like, yeah, well, this is delicious barbecue sauce. You should buy it.
Pretty much.
This is the TGS podcast where sometimes we talk about games.
Yes,
Exactly.
sometimes. I could go get my new guns if you like, but no, let's not do that. Well, I suppose we've kind of run out of SimCity topic, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
It turned into lots of other things.
if you have gone so far off track that you're promoting barbecue sauce during a SimCity discussion, I think it is time to switch to a new topic.
It's standard.
Abandon ship.
I think this is pretty
Fair.
standard for the TGS podcast. Nothing unusual about that at all. But we could do releases or we could do trailers because there's really not any other news. Oh, actually, no. There is one other piece of news I'd like to talk about because it's kind of feel-good news. Let's do that. We've been horribly depressed this entire show, but now we can talk about this.
It's true.
There is a Kickstarter. It is occurring right now. It is
The one that hit 1 million quicker than any other Kickstarter ever?
Indeed, yes, and it's going even better now. So, a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment, widely regarded as one of the best RPGs ever made, has, at this point in time of recording on this live show, hit $2.15 million in 2 fucking days.
I was going to say it has 29 days left or something.
Yeah, its goal was 900,000. It's currently at 2.15 million with 39,128 backers, and they're pretty much rocking it with this game.
Wait, they're at wait, math for a second. They're at $2.5 million.
2.15 million.
Oh, 2.15. Okay, so 2100000. And how many
Divided
backers
by
are there?
39128. I'm doing that for you. It's okay. So on average, the amount that was backed would be $55.07 per person. Of course, that isn't actually the case at all because there are some ridiculous reward tiers, which some people have bought. Currently, the $10,000 reward tier has 7 backers. Yeah, I shit you not.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. 2
What do you
backers
get for that much
5,000.
money?
Yeah,
Oh,
read
you
it.
get, you get to go party on with them, apparently, in Newport
Oh.
Beach, California, as well as an extremely limited edition personalized plaque. Your name is in the opening credits of the game. You get every In Exile game released for the next 10 years. You get a bunch of crazy-ass statuette thingies. It's pretty hardcore. You get a bunch of crazy Torment-related crap.
That is a lot of money, though. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, the
That's a lot of money.
most I've ever given to a Kickstarter was 1,000, and that was to get me in game. And I've never thought about 10,000. I mean, that's an insane amount of money.
Here's a question:
so much.
how far along in the production is this game? Because I am like up to here when it comes to games on Kickstarter now, where I just don't. If it's a game like a video game, I just don't donate anymore because
Are you asking when
most
it's
of them
coming
don't
out?
get made. No, I'm asking if it's even in production.
It's in pre-production. So they explained how this works. Yep.
So to me, that means nothing. I wouldn't donate to this at all.
Well, pre-production is actually like the most important part of any game. So
Right, and that's where most of them fail. So that's why I wouldn't donate.
here's the thing, though. It's In Exile, who actually do have a reasonable reputation, and they are currently, I think they said they're about 8 months out of finishing Wasteland, and that's their other project. And they're showing a bunch of alpha footage and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's clearly working out, and what they essentially said was, we have an entire half team that finished pre-production on Wasteland, and they need something else to do. So we're starting Torment now, so the pre-production team could spend 8 months on pre-production, and then once the main team finishes Wasteland, they then move on to Torment to actually code the fucking thing. So
I can
they're looking
I can
for
understand why, like, a bunch of people who look at that Kickstarter would be like, wait a minute, you still haven't made the other one that we
Yeah,
donated
they did
to.
a big
Like,
blog
I get
post
that.
on this explaining exactly how it works. So I don't think most people really understand how big a deal pre-production actually is, so that's probably got something to do with it.
I mean,
I
like,
totally. I don't know. I think I'm like the only YouTuber in the world. I'm just. I get backing games and indie games so that they happen. I get that, but I think that Kickstarter is a very abused system. There are Kickstarters for everything. Like,
Yeah, but
I
most of them
swear.
fail though, right?
Yeah, well, and I swear, I get like a third of the emails I get are like, "Will you promote my Kickstarter for this game?" And I have no experience.
Oh, you have no idea.
I'm sure I don't, but it's like, it's just shocking to me. Like, even like small things, like, go get a loan. Like, if you only need like $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, like, go get a small business loan. Like, this isn't. I don't know. It's just weird. It seems like an odd way to. I don't know.
Like, here's an
What do you
example
do?
of a game that's up there right now that I saw at last PAX, Delver's Drop. That was a really, like, that game exists. I've seen that game, and like, I would support that. It's already backed. It's gonna be successful. But if I had money to throw around, that's what I would support. because I've seen it in action. Most of these games are some great premises, but I have nothing to prove that it will actually come out. And we've seen a lot. I mean, like the few successes like FTL and things like that, and Legend of Dungeon, things like that. Those have come out, but there's still many, many more that just have vanished. And that's most
but they haven't,
Kickstarters.
though, because none of those were scheduled to come out at this time. Like, there's only really one example that I can think of in recent memory that seems to be going the wrong way, which is Code Hero, yeah? Which is a game that I played at previous PAX, and there's been controversy because the alpha didn't come out at the time they said it would. And there was some accusations that he'd just run off with the money.
Well, how many have you actually followed? I mean,
I follow like 12 Kickstarters because I
Well,
backed like
alright.
12 games with it, and none of those games have really got to a situation where I'd say, oh yeah, this isn't coming out, this was clearly a scam. Like, there aren't that many examples of that.
well, I wouldn't
No,
say
but
scam. I wouldn't say scam.
Yeah, I mean, people literally use Kickstarters for everything, though. Like, I mean, things that you, like, be like, oh, well, I'm going to sell these T-shirts, so I need a Kickstarter as for, like, pre-orders. Just, like, there are Kickstarters for things other than games that are just, like,
Oh yeah, of course.
just not going about doing the business thing a proper, like, and it takes away from things that would get made and would actually be good projects to back in pre-production. So I don't know, it's just, I think there should be some sort of criteria to, like, actually start a Kickstarter.
Well, there is, but it's maybe not strict enough.
Yeah, because it just seems like people can just get a Kickstarter for anything.
I mean, to be fair, if people are willing to just give money to it, then it is a free market at the end of the day. So
Oh, and I get that too.
very much is up to the buyer, I suppose. It's funny because we've backed some weird shit, and we've gotten you know, Jesse, you've got headphones that you backed. I assume you got sent a copy of the poster. There was a guy who was making a poster. And I think
It's hanging in my bathroom right now.
I have mine is over there, and he asked for, it was just like $500 or whatever he was asking for, and it was essentially being used in the way that you described it to be a glorified pre-order system, yeah, because he was asking for the money to fund the production of the posters, and it was done within about a month, and I got my poster, and that is a transaction well done, you know.
Yes.
The question I suppose you have to ask is whether or not that is a truly ethical way of doing things, because as you pointed out, yes, you can get a small business loan, and this
or
is
you could go to, like, district lines and, like, they front it all to you first, and then you sell it, and then they just take it. There's just other ways.
They take a pretty significant cut, though. I mean, I have a store through district lines, and they fuck you.
No, and I understand that. I'm just saying, like, if everybody who wanted to sell posters or T-shirts or hats or this, that, and the other thing there's just a lot of other ways to do it. Like, I think Kickstarter is better used for something like a really anticipated indie game that needs, because those things need the funding before they can get off the ground. And there's a lot of things on Kickstarter that there are more creative ways to get that funding or to produce whatever. You could start out producing your T-shirts with a company that takes a big cut, and once you've made a little profit, you bank it and you switch companies.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've done with district lines, actually. And I mean, I run on two different. In fact, I think everyone here has run on this, where they've used district lines, but they also use Rodeo Arcade. And Rodeo Arcade, you get a bigger cut, but you have to. It's a different setup. Whereas district lines is like no risk whatsoever and things like that, but you don't get as big a cut and so on and so forth. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong, but I think the concern is that, I mean, unless Kickstarter steps forward and says, we're going to tighten up these criteria. And how do they even do that? I mean, how do they tighten the criteria and say what is and isn't acceptable? You know, why is video game acceptable but T-shirt isn't? Even when everything I've backed that's been a T-shirt or a poster, I've got it within like a month. And it's like,
sure.
Right, yeah, this happened. This worked.
I understand that aspect of it too.
People use it also to gauge interest. It's a
it's
really quick way of
marketing.
showing who is interested. And most of the time, and this is just fact, when people get like $1 million or whatever, they can go to a bigger, better source of funding and say,
sure,
people
want
$1 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
get that. That makes sense.
There's strategy behind it, but at the same time, I agree that sometimes I can't support anything that I don't have physical evidence that it exists in game form. and is worth me spending money, because pre-production is where a lot of money is just blown away. And so I would rather contribute to something that I can get, i.e. t-shirt or a poster that I know I will have in my hand, rather than dreams of an amazing game that may or may not come to fruition.
Yeah. You make good points. You make good points, Mr. Cox.
Yeah.
That's why I support barbecue sauces. Barbecue sauces are the way to go. Every time
What's funny? Ignorant American Danielle, when you were talking about barbecue earlier, in my head I was like, okay, does that mean something different outside of the U.S.? Is that like a...
No, it doesn't. Not really, anyway.
Sure, I didn't know. Biscuits are apparently, you have to be very careful about biscuits.
You have to be very careful about
chips.
biscuits, or they can jump out without brakes. Yep. These are all true. These are all definitely true. The funny thing, I suppose, about Kickstarter in games is that I don't really mind throwing $15 at something that seems like really cool and may or may not come to pass, because I think the chance of it coming to pass is kind of it's a bigger benefit than the risk of $15 not really turning into anything is for me. So I will throw money at something like that because it looks cool and it's something that I really want to see made and I want to back. But
sure, and then you're kind of like a part of it, and like I get it, I do. I think there are a lot of reasons that Kickstarter is awesome. I just think there's a lot of weird things on Kickstarter too.
The thing is, I don't think that necessarily those things on Kickstarter are interfering with the money that could be going elsewhere.
Agree.
Is it the same demographic of people that are shopping?
No, and most of those little things that are random don't really get much money anyways.
Are you referring to such amazing things as Thinks, which are Thinks change your underwear? It's panties. But they are
I'm sorry, what? Made
by global fashion and technology experts to solve a global panty problem. Not even joking.
What
they
is
are
the problem?
108%. I don't know. I haven't read it. They're 108% funded with 9 days to go.
What?
People
how do you
panties.
spell this thing? Because what is this?
Thinks, as in like
this.
THINX. Thinks.
THIN. I wonder if there's any footage I could show on YouTube of this. It's probably not.
I don't understand.
Literally all panty. It's all panty shots, but I don't understand what makes them special. But apparently, people are losing their shit. Like, this is the best panties ever!
Oh,
I
I found it. I found some footage of it, this thing. It's about 23 seconds. Thinks Quad Dry Breathe Tech Animation.mov.
What?
Yeah, they didn't even bother to actually change the... This is Quad Dry Breathe Tech Animation. Thinks provides a Quad Dry Breathe Tech support matrix. Support matrix? We're talking about underwear. What the hell is support matrix? That's a fucking power-up. Hidden within beautiful underwear that's got you covered every day of the month, every month of the year. It's leak and stain resistant, moisture wicking, antimicrobial.
Talking about lady times.
Comfortable.
We're talking about.
Comfortable and beautiful. No more worries or embarrassment. Just full support and style.
That was a really short video. My goodness.
Oh, wow. There you can also hear about our partnership with AfriPads based in Uganda and how together we can change the lives of women around the world.
Well,
oh, my God.
You don't know. Maybe these are the most comfortable underwear that I've ever had.
They're 108% funded. You should get a pair.
I should. I'm going to.
We're gonna do. We'll do a review.
Okay, sounds good.
Dodger and Panzer review Thinks.
Done.
This is terrible computer-generated animations that are about 13 seconds.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Is that a fart? Like, is that a fart decenter?
Oh,
no
maybe.
idea.
It could be, right?
Wait, what? Wait, is that like a little? Yeah, what was in the back of that thing?
I don't
Is
know.
that like a fart filter?
Dude,
Is that like a little bag
totally
of
looks like
potpourri?
one of those-
This little bag of potpourri you stick up your butt, and it's like, ladies, you'll smell fabulous.
What is going on?
Oh my God! I am gonna make pants that have potpourri butt pockets now. I'm gonna make a fucking fortune. I'll be rich, bitch.
To make any money? What on earth are these products?
That is amazing. That's the best.
I need to know if that was a fart filter or a condom pocket.
It's the 3 shells. What else could it be?
The shells of what?
Look, it's from the future. We don't know until we get there. What
hey,
it is.
Jesse,
I don't understand.
He doesn't know
at
how to use
all.
the 3 shells.
She doesn't know about the 3 shells. Clearly, she wasn't around for the fast food wars. She doesn't know.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Do you
Oh my
know
gosh,
that I
this
made the mistake of making a joke the other day about is
How dare you.
it rule 37? Is that the rule? I like made a
34.
random
4
joke.
is what you're talking
34.
about.
And I was like, Rule 37 life. And they're like, you can't just run around saying Rule 37, Danielle. I had no idea what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure it's Rule 37 that if it exists, there's porn of
That's
it.
Rule 34.
34.
Oh, 34. Okay, it was 34 that I said. Excuse
Error 37 is Diablo.
Yes.
There we
Oh,
go.
see, I
That's how
didn't.
you
See, I
confuse
still don't know. I still don't.
There's plenty
Get with
of Rule
the internet,
34
Danielle.
about 37,
God.
by the way.
Oh my gosh, the chat just lit up with 34. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Accept my dearest apologies.
Oh my god. I need to go watch Demolition Man again now.
Yeah, pretty much. Movie
Son
was
of a
great.
bitch. I love that movie. All right. Anyway,
Well,
Anywho.
hi.
I'm not going to support that Kickstarter. Do you want to
You
know why?
should. They have
No.
butt
No.
Because it's already
Listen.
funded. You
No.
don't need-
Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Listen,
Let's hear about
they
this.
say,
This will be
they
funny.
say, look, for $25 you get 1 pair of hip huggers. But wait, we want to make sure that they get it to you safely. So add another $6 for US and another $7 for everywhere else. And I was like, no, you don't get to say it's $25 and then be like, wait, it's actually over 30. Done with you.
For 1 pair of underpants?
1 pair.
Like super
Not okay.
expensive underpants.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, those are pretty expensive underpants.
Apparently, retail,
They didn't
1
look
pair would
very
be $28. So
you're
really,
paying more than retail for
Uh-huh.
for helping them in the now? That seems like
You're missing the point.
Am
These
I?
are designed with the defense matrix, which I
Uh-huh.
assume can be used for all sorts of
Defense
things.
mage. I'm pretty sure I had that on one of my fucking BattleTech mechs. Activate
You
the
can-
defense matrix.
You can fight off all sorts of invasions with your defense
Uh-huh.
matrix, and then
Uh-huh.
you get butt potpourri. It makes
That is
perfect
true.
sense.
You do get butt
Plus-
potpourri / a condom pocket.
Do these things
One
have
of
double
those.
heat sinks as
oh
well?
my gosh, you could use it for both. You could literally,
Your
it'd be
condoms
double
would smell
protection.
amazing.
You'd have protection against offensive odors and STDs.
You know,
They should hire us to help market, really.
Literally,
I feel like we're on the cusp of potpourri condoms.
I would like to
Like,
find
it's
some
a thing.
funny male underwear to make fun of since
There's
Laura-
no
I
such
have a pair
thing.
of Batman boxer shorts that has a detachable Velcro cape on the back.
You're
That
missing
counts,
the,
right?
We are given crazy underpants very young, so we don't, we have no place to go.
Yeah, pretty
but
much.
up.
Exactly.
When your
That is true.
underpants have the face of Spider-Man on them when you're 4, at that point, really, you can go nowhere but
Pretty
up.
much.
So, we're good. Although,
Oh.
men, if you want your butt to smell like cinnamon and cloves or whatever the hell's in potpourri, let me know. I'm starting my business. I'll call it butt-pourri. Also with a condom pocket.
Okay. Let's talk about releases.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
It's kind of what we've been talking about.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Yes?
I'm-
I was
don't
waiting for him to
forgive
say something. He's
I
like,
don't
"Ah."
forgive you for that.
It's like
Hate
he had
you.
an epiphany and then just was like, screw it. You don't deserve it.
No. Okay, so releases coming out. So what's coming out? There's actually stuff coming out today. If you
Hearted
can believe that.
Swarm on
'Cause it's
Tuesday.
Friday in Europe, which is today if you're watching the stream, and several days ago if you're watching the VOD. Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirrors
Yes.
of Fate on the 3DS.
Oh, shit.
Yep. New Castlevania game, always good. Naruto Shippuden, the girl that's hard to get. Also known as Ultimate Ninja Storm. That's not...
I was
none
just
of-
gonna say.
None of you got that
Time out.
joke, did you?
Time out. What's the
None of
title
you
of
got
that?
that joke. No.
No,
It's a
no
love
one
sim.
did.
You didn't, that
Where-
one famous Family Guy moment, really? 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 You're American. What the hell's wrong with you?
I do know what scene you're talking about, but for me, the joke didn't hit. It
Maybe I
didn't
just
quite.
didn't deliver it well.
I didn't even, I
Neither-
also,
At least one person in the chat got the joke, so fuck you guys.
Oh, good.
There we go. Ultimate Ninja Storm, Naruto game. Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, because Lord knows the other two Ultimate Ninja Storms were not ultimate enough. And then we have SimCity, which probably won't work, and Amazing Spider-Man on Wii U. It's coming out. So why anyone want it? Great, a new Wii U game is the same game we played 9 months ago on other systems. Yeah, that sounds awesome. The fuck was that? Anyway,
Did you say Heart of the Swarm?
No, we haven't got to that yet.
Just really excited.
Yeah, we're moving on to March the 12th,
Is that
which
a thing coming out soon?
includes Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, which we do have a trailer for. We'll show you a little bit later on. God of War Ascension on PlayStation 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of a big deal. Been rated fairly highly. Personally, I'll be buying it for the multiplayer because I'm just totally sick of the God of War formula. But the multiplayer's
I'll be
pretty good.
buying it for Kratos' body.
What is the plot of that game? Do we know?
There's actually, you want to hear a
Cool.
funny story about God of War? We're going to get off topic here for a second. I was on a plane, and I had gotten a PSP.
Yeah, by all means, I just won't give you permission to do that, but you can do it anyway. So
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'll be on
I was on
camera
a
at this
plane,
stage.
and I had just gotten a PSP, and I had God of War for PSP. And funny story, within the first 10 games of playing God of War for PSP, there is a mini game that you cannot win until you give 2 women an orgasm simultaneously.
Correct.
I was conveniently sandwiched in between an old man and a second old man. And it was because I didn't know what to do at that point. Like, do I stop playing the game or do I just proudly
I hope the old men were
Yeah.
like, you know what you gotta
Yeah.
do, girl, don't you?
beat this game?
What?
That's all. Continue. March
That's good.
releases after God of War
just-
Ascension.
I just want to know the plot, because at the last one, everyone was dead.
The plot
it's
of
like,
God of
no,
War
it's
is
a prequel.
kill everyone. That's just it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a prequel?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
prequel.
alright.
It's
I was about to
before
say,
all this
'cause
crap.
Is his
Um,
daughter alive in this one? I mean, that's why he turns all evil in the first place.
He's pretty fucking pissed in the actual game, so I have to imagine his daughter's already dead, but it's hard to say.
'Cause, I mean, that's why he turned all bad, because they deemed his daughter, like...
It was pretty fucking bad
Yeah,
to begin
plague
with. Like, he
ridden or-
slaughtered thousands of people.
He was never a good
They
guy.
threw his daughter off a cliff when she was an infant. If anything's going to turn you bitter, that or losing $100,000.
I never understood
One of
Kratos
those.
as a character. Everyone's like, he's such a badass. Yeah, he's a badass, but he's not a very good guy.
He's completely... There was no good person in that entire series.
I was
None.
gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah,
there's
everybody is
nobody.
No,
bad.
If
actually,
you want
corny.
like a moral character.
Some
Yeah.
of them, like who? Athena? I'm trying to think of the one god who is actually kind of good, ends up just getting, like, murdered brutally, and it's like,
They
well,
all get
great.
murdered brutally. Every
Well,
single
most of them by Kratos, and
Yeah, oh, sure.
the most... From 1 to 3, they were just like, let's just keep bumping up the deaths to ridiculous levels. It's
Don't worry
like,
about
you know,
it.
people want to see that. I don't know. I'd rather have a likable character, main character, but whatever.
I like Kratos. I like.
But you like him for different reasons than I would like him.
Listen, I'm sure there are games that you play because, like, Terra. Hi, you played a whole lot of Terra, Jess Cox.
I...
Yeah, would you have
end up
liked it
getting
so much
bored.
if it wasn't a camera view that was a direct upskirt? Huh?
No, because I played as a dog. I played as a man dog, so really I didn't care about the women in that game.
Everyone
Really?
with any fucking sense played a fucking... what are they called?
I don't even remember.
The fucking dog things.
Potpourri? Yeah, Buttpourri. The Buttpourri guys were the,
butt
best.
purries.
Oh, I thought you were playing one of the little bunny
The Ellen?
12-year-old.
Fox girls? I'd rather not go to jail, thanks. That'd just be video evidence of them throwing me away. Like, I'm gonna play as this little girl now. Arrested.
Yeah. No,
Every time they jump, they're
Potpourri
like,
are the only reason to play that game.
No, wait, I did play one as part of the beta thing. I was like, I'm gonna play as all different characters. And the entire time, all I could do was make jokes about how I was going to jail. And Chris Hansen. That's the only way I felt good about it.
I just don't even
It's
feel
like-
comfortable playing a character that looks like that. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm a 28-year-old guy with a beard. There's no way this is looking good.
Yeah, there's one quest where you have to, like, climb a vine, and it is the
Oh,
perviest
yeah.
quest in any game ever because it's just direct upskirt, and then they climb at the end, and they're like, what? Oh man!
Welcome
Like
to
that-
Korean
Oh,
MMOs.
man.
Enjoy. There's way worse than that.
Oh, man.
Up, poop.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
game.
yes, this is completely off topic, so let's continue with the releases.
What do you mean?
StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm is, of
Yeah.
course, coming out March the 12th, which, annoyingly enough, is a day before I actually fly out to MLG Dallas, where I'll be casting that event. so I will not get to play the single player that much, although I
will.
don't know, that might be something I'll do on my laptop while I'm there. I usually actually spend a lot of time at those events playing StarCraft multiplayer, but I have a feeling I'll be playing a lot of single player. It's just gonna happen.
I'm
So
excited. I got my little Baneling pet in WoW, and I named him Flea.
Oh,
I'd like to think after the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I did.
Wonderful. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly the friendship was fixed.
What do you
I like
mean,
the Red Hot
baby
Chili
girl?
Peppers. And of all the people in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea was a badass. He was Donnie in the Wild Thornberries.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's the-
greatest. That
He's
is
a
the greatest-
badass because he was in the wild. Like, he was a badass.
Wild
for other
Thornberries
reasons,
is the
but
best
whatever.
show.
Wild Thornberries was so good, number one. So don't even go there. And number two, Donnie is the most hilarious character in a cartoon of all time. He doesn't speak English at all, and he's like part monkey.
There you go.
It's pretty good.
Mhm.
He was, whoa, is that true? He was Needles in Back to the Future? I was unaware of this. Like Future Needles?
Really?
Back to the Future 2?
He was there. Flea was in a lot of stuff. He's
I know he's in a lot of stuff. I did not expect him to be in that. I just thought
What
some guy who
is
just like
going
him.
on the screen right now?
I was just gonna say.
God. Oh, thank you for this. You've done well.
it's smashing is what it is.
It's
Smashing.
smashing.
Smashing, yeah. What else is coming out? So yes, HOTS is coming out. To the one person's coming out, I'm not buying Wings of Liberty just to play the expansion pack. It's like, I'm not buying the base game just to play the expansion. Why the fuck are you interested in the expansion pack if you don't have the base game to begin with?
Right?
Buy the base game, you dumbass. Play
It's
that.
on sale for 50% off right now.
It is, yes, that's very, very true. Perfect time to get it. Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory coming out for the PlayStation 3 for all of... I think that's a JRPG as far as I know, but...
It sounds like a JRPG.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I bet someone on the cover has blue hair.
Out of fucking nowhere, Darkstalkers Resurrection, PlayStation 3 Network, Xbox Live. Is this the one that uses the Street Fighter engine, or am I missing something here?
I do love Cat Girls and or Morgan.
Made by Iron Galaxy. Where's the footage for this?
That's the only reason to play that game.
It does.
Suck
Nah,
you
it
bye.
still looks kind of 2D. I'm pretty sure it's not using that engine by the looks of it, but it's a new Darkstalkers game. That's except it's not apparently. It may be a collection of the last two Darkstalkers games by the looks of it. Yep, pretty much from what I can tell. Well, that sucks. Eventually, we might get a new Darkstalkers game.
Yay!
But it's not happening right now. But Darkstalkers Resurrection is kind of a collection of them, apparently. Yeah, it's something of a remake. So, yeah. Alright, what else? Kessen... What the fuck? Kessen 2? I was going to say, did they make a new Kessen game? No, that'll be a PlayStation 2 classic. So that'll be another release for that. Motorhead for PlayStation. Slambolt Scrappers for PC. Ridiculous Fishing for iOS, which you have to get.
Ridiculous fishing.
No, it is fucking ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous fishing you will
I would
see.
hope so.
Indeed.
Well, if
What?
it wasn't, it would just be false advertising.
Absolutely. I will demonstrate that. Do you want to see the 7-second trailer for
Yes.
Ridiculous Fishing?
Yes.
So before you start these are the guys that made Super Crate Box. They go by the name of Vlambeer. This is the 7-second micro trailer for Ridiculous Fishing: A Tale of Redemption.
A tale of redemption.
Ridiculous Fishing, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
That looks fun.
It is a game about fishing with guns, chainsaws, and toasters, and it is.
It looks
launching-
ridiculous.
It is launching
So
on
that's
March
a
the
thing.
14th. So,
Well done.
yep, congratulations. It's Ridiculous Fishing. Well, it's coming out March 18th. You're getting Lego City Undercover for Wii U, which is like supposed to be one of the first decent Wii U games that's coming out. So that might actually be worth having a look at.
All the Lego
Also-
games are good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
This
man.
one's supposed to be even better. And speaking of decent Wii U games, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, March 22nd.
Oh, that's good.
Yep,
good.
that's March 22nd EU, March 19th in the US. In fact, the US is a pretty busy one. We've got Gears of War Judgment coming out for Xbox on March 19th, which is kind of a big deal for a lot of people. There is also Dead or Alive 5 Plus for the PlayStation Vita, and the new Walking Dead game, Survival Instinct, coming out for PC, Xbox, PS3, and Wii U, that is shaping up to be absolutely dreadful by the looks of it. It is a first-person shooter brought to you by Activision. Nothing we have seen so far of this game has indicated that it will be anything else, or anything but utter complete shovelware. That's why I'm very much looking forward to making a video on it. It'll be a fun half an hour, let me put it that way.
Do I need to get a Wii U? Am I the only one who doesn't have one of those?
No, you're definitely
not.
There's no reason to get a Wii U right now. None.
Thank you for the honest feedback.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no games that you can't get elsewhere right now. It's a pointless.
That will
console.
change.
Yeah,
Like,
it will eventually. Yeah.
Well, Lego City Undercover is like one of the first big third-party killer apps coming out, and then there's the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That's also coming out on 3DS, though. So it's like, well, you don't have to have a Wii U to play it, but it's probably going to be the best version. So it's getting to the stage where eventually they might release a game that's actually worth playing on it, but right now it's like, if you don't like the launch titles, then you're shit out of luck, unfortunately.
They haven't come out with the new Luigi's Mansion yet, right?
And that's for 3DS, right?
Is that just for 3DS?
Yeah.
I thought I remember seeing it at E3 on Wii U. There was like this. They had him to try out. They had the Zelda game, the Donkey Kong game that looks sick.
Are you sure you're not talking about what was part of Nintendo Land?
Yeah, Nintendo Land.
There was a Luigi's Mansion game in that as part of the game collection.
All right.
Speaking of Luigi's Mansion, actually, it's coming out on March the 24th in the US on 3DS. That will also apparently be a day one download. So
people have literally been waiting for that game for what, 10 years?
A lot of fucking years. Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty good by the looks of it. And then, of course, towards the end of the month, we got BioShock Infinite, which is kind of a big deal, and that is going to be hitting on March 26th across the world on PS3, Xbox, and PC. Everything so far indicates the PC version is going to be pretty good, but of course we can't be 100% sure of that until it comes out, considering their previous two games weren't. So, we'll see. Maybe they've not fucked it up this time.
Weird.
Yeah,
on a random note, did you ever play the Conflict games? Like speaking of games from 10 years ago?
Conflict Desert Storm and Conflict Global Storm and shit like that?
Conflict Desert Storm was like one of my favorite games of all time. Still is so good. Getting that out of my system.
I have no idea what that game is.
It was really fun. You started out like in boot camp and like you worked your way up to being like a soldier, and then the end is like war.
Gotcha.
But they have like training missions and stuff in the beginning where you just like learn to shoot, and so it was fun. It was random. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. You said games from 10 years ago, and my mind just went, what else was I playing?
EverQuest. That's what I was playing. I have a request before we move on to trailers.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Can we take a brief break because the dogs keep freaking out and I want to make sure that there isn't a dude in my house?
That's a legitimate reason.
That's a terrifying reason to take a break.
We will take a short break. When we come back, we're going to run trailers, and then we will round up the show. You are currently watching the Game Station podcast. Dodger's house may be subject to a home invasion. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast. So, Dodger, since you're still alive, one has to assume everything went swimmingly, yes?
I went everywhere. I took one of my swords. I went all of the corners. There's no one in my house. I think what happened is there's a new, like, the new puppy that we're trying to find a home for is really skittish, and I think she keeps hearing people going up and down the stairs and then freaking out and barking, and then the other two dogs just start barking too.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough.
I think that's what's happening, but I figured it was worth checking because I got concerned.
Usually a good idea.
What?
Huh?
Right.
Do I sound better? Does it sound better?
I think so. With this show, we seem to have a constant problem whereby we do sound checks and everything seems to be fine, and then for some reason when we go on stream, the levels are randomly different, which is fucking bizarre, and I can't figure it out. And unfortunately, XSplit hasn't put a compressor into the program yet, so hopefully they do that sometime sooner rather than later. But hey, we'll just have to try and fix it in post as best we can. Okay, so we got trailers. We got 4 of them actually. So we'll let people pick. I want to do the Xenoclash one. That's mine. So who wants to pick a trailer? Which one do we want to do first? We got Age of
You know
Empires
Flash.
2HD.
I'll take Call of Juarez,
Juarez.
Gunslinger.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know why we're.
Should we start with that? We might as well start with that.
Right?
Yes, Call of Juarez.
Call of Juarez.
A franchise whose last game was pretty dreadful, although previous to this was a fairly good Western FPS. And this is the latest title in the series by the name of Gunslinger. Let's take a look.
Gunslinger.
Rated M for mature.
There's a lot been said about the Far West. Some say it's untainted, akin to the virgin paradise of the lost Garden of Eden. Others, riding a little closer to this side of hell, say it's a land where only smallpox and outlaws prosper and thrive. One thing's certain. Myths grow higher here than cornstalk, and legends burn out faster than a beeswax candle. Legends. I've buried a few. My name is Silas Greaves, and this is my story.
There you go, the kind of teaser trailer for Call of Juarez Gunslinger, which we will know more about at some point in the not too distant future by the looks of it.
Yeah.
The last one, Call of Juarez the Cartel, which was not a Western shooter, it was in fact a modern day, was absolute garbage. It had some,
Oh no!
Yeah, it was really bad. It had some interesting ideas, but it didn't execute any of them well. Whereas the one previous to that, which I believe was Bound in Blood, is a really great game, as was the original. They were really good Western shooters. But the Cartel sucked. It's terrible.
Well, I can't wait for it because you
Snap,
play as a
snap,
guy
snap.
named Silas, and that's the best name ever. Ever.
You know, that's so funny that you say that, because when I heard that his name was Silas, I'm like, that's a good name.
Right? That's a badass name. Plus, I think, what is his last name? Reeves? So he's like Keanu's great-great-grandfather.
Yeah, that's probably the lore, honestly.
And what happens is at the end, something explodes and he just goes, whoa. And then the baby, which he's holding, goes, whoa. And that's how it begins.
Yes, true.
Making it up as I go along.
Indeed. Call of Juarez Gunslinger, coming whenever the hell. So, should we do Age of Empires 2 HD? Because I think that's what people are far more interested in.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's do that one. So, trailer for Age of Empires 2 HD that was announced just a couple of days ago, and I believe is coming on April 9th on Steam. Let's take a look. there you go. That is a current look at it. Sorry for the GameSpot watermark, but apparently they thought it was a good idea to watermark a trailer they didn't own. So there you go. This is unfortunately the only copy of it on the internet right now. But hey, Age of Empires HD, Age of Empires 2 HD is going to be available on Steam in April.
I'm surprised that it's exclusive to Steam.
It's got Steam Workshop in it, that's why.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, which actually could mean a whole bunch of new content coming out. Steam Workshop is potentially a very good thing. So, that's cool. I'm pretty happy to see that that's coming. Of all the games that they could have made an HD remake of on PC, Age of Empires is a pretty good idea. Although, it's kind of jarring because you notice that the texture quality's increased, unless, of course, you're looking at the game through rose-tinted spectacles, which many of you are, and you're silly. Go and look at the old version. It didn't look very good. And then you look at this, and it's like, huh, yeah, the texture quality's clearly improved. And then you look at the animation, it's like, but that didn't.
Yeah.
So, like, the horses are still kind of derping around with 3-frame animations. It's a shame that they didn't improve that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to way more.
One of the things to love about it.
I fully approve of any time that you can use the word derp to describe anything.
Leave the horses, TB.
Yep, derp horses. It's the way. What is that noise in the
It's a
background?
puppy drinking
My
water.
dog is dying of water thirst, apparently.
We need to buy
And
a
they're-
headset. We really do.
No, there's headphones in this. It's that my mic is like stupid sensitive today. Apparently, its feelings are hurt.
But,
Sorry, now
yes.
she's walking around on the hardwood floor. You guys, go away. I love you, but go away. You're staring at me. All right,
Oh, my.
Stop. That's fine. Come here. Come here.
Oh, so cute.
It looks like it's just been for a bath
No,
in a
get out of my
pond.
car.
What the hell?
So cute.
His name's Tychus. He's the black guy in StarCraft, huh?
So cute.
He,
Can we do?
he definitely looks like something like that. Well, this is the end of the show.
The
Nothing
voice
else.
actor who did Tychus Finley's voice made a video telling me that Tychus is an inappropriate name for a dog, that I should have named him Rainer, because Rainer's a good name for a dog.
Oh, I think Tychus is a good name for a dog.
I do too.
Oh, shit's happening. Let's do another trailer.
Yeah, let's do another trailer, shall we? So,
I didn't mean to take all this attention. It wasn't my goal.
Fine. It's
do you
puppy.
want to punch alien birdmen in the face? Of course you do. There is only one game that has previously allowed you to do this, by the name of Xenoclash. And now Xenoclash 2 is on its way. It's published by Atlas, who love publishing crazy games. So let's take a look.
Two dogs howl at the moon. One domesticated, the other a wild wolf. I need to see where this goes.
I'll kill you.
I can't make colors without moths.
Xenoclash 2, created by Team Ace, who I believe are Portuguese indie development company, and this time around published by Atlas. The previous version was released on Steam. Not a very long game, but it was fairly cheap. It was about 3 hours long, and it was probably the best first-person melee system I've ever seen in a game when it comes to actually fighting people from a first-person perspective. Yeah, try again. First-person perspective with your fists. It's bizarre. The character design in that game is utterly bonkers.
I was just about to say I love the look of all of the characters that we
Oh,
That's-
it's
saw.
insane.
creepy. It's so creepy.
Yep.
That's like nightmares that you like are like, I would love to tell you all the creepy things I saw, but none of it made sense, so I can't even describe it.
Yeah.
And then Atlas turned it into a video game.
Literally, yeah. And he had so many different fighting things. Like he fought with his hands, he had telekinesis, he had some spiky glove thing. Creepy.
Yeah, and quite frankly, I would strongly recommend that you try out the original Xenoclash. It's not very expensive. I say it's about a 3-4 hour game. It's really unique. It's so strange. It's really cool that they got Atlas to publish this as well, because previously it was indie. Atlas came on board and said, we want to make the second one. Yes, exactly. Hashtag suplex the Birdman. This is the one time I'm going to approve of your hashtag, Jesse. Absolutely. Suplex the fucking Birdman.
That's all I took out of that entire trailer, is he suplexed the Birdman. I was like,
Yeah, he
well,
did do that.
I'm in.
And for some reason, it looked really very violent. Like, I saw that move a lot. Like, I was the big professional wrestling fan in the 90s, NWO. And, yeah, it looks so much more violent in that video game than it ever did in any wrestling match I ever witnessed.
Yeah.
I think it's the first-person perspective that does it. I think you don't really... you feel very disconnected from...
You're right.
You don't appreciate a good suplex until you do it first person.
Exactly.
You don't really understand quite how violent a suplex is until you see it from the first
from the
person,
perspective
like,
of the person
watch
doing
view.
it. Yeah, exactly.
So true.
First-person pile drivers. It's the future. Yeah, original Xenoclash, definitely worth checking out. Pretty cheap. Like, you can find it really cheap these days. So I would strongly recommend that you give it a shot. Okay, and we got one last trailer, which we can go through, and that is for Sniper Elite Ghost Warrior 2, sequel to the not-so-well-received Sniper Elite Ghost Warrior. Let's take a look.
Peggy 18.
I'm counting 7 tangos on the other side. The hell's he doing?
He thinks he can control us with terror.
Solid copy, I got your 6. Let's move.
He thinks he exists outside the law.
No clean shot on the target. Stand by. I'll call out your shots.
He thinks he can't be touched. But the last thing to ever go through his mind is my bullet.
He's down.
We are the elite.
Oh, hello there.
We don't do our job because we have to. We do it.
Go, go, go!
Because we're the only ones who can.
Target in sight.
There are soldiers.
Fire!
And then there are snipers.
They're going down, they're going down.
Alright, and there you go. There are apparently soldiers, and then there are snipers.
I feel like they need to start getting more creative about the way that they do their box art. The soldier with gun or sitting, taking up most of the box, and then just the name. Too much. It's happening too much. I need you guys to come up with something new.
I don't know. Maybe I'm the negative Nancy today. This has been the podcast of Danielle Says, I don't think I really like that, but I don't think I play that game.
Well, the original wasn't very good anyway, and it seems to just be some kind of ridiculous obsession with sniper games that's really getting people just to buy these for whatever reason. Sniper Elite Ghost Warrior sold pretty well, even though it wasn't very good. So, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'll give this one a bash, and I'll see exactly how things end up happening with it, but, I mean, I'm not exactly thrilled for it.
Yeah. You can't see him in frame, but my dog is being so good and just sitting on my lap. Oh, there's his head. Ah, puppy. He's never well behaved. I think it's 'cause I think he is intimidated by Total Biscuit.
Destroy
Probably.
everything.
Did you just tell my dog to destroy everything?
I did.
Do you have a dog? Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I've owned dogs for 18 years. I am well aware of their destructive capabilities.
Bow, bow, bow.
Destroy everything.
Stop
Now
telling
what,
him to
TV?
do that.
Turns out I can't control animals remotely through Skype. Who fucking knew, right?
It's because I have headphones on. If I had the speakers going, he'd be doing something terrible right now. I guarantee it.
Pretty much.
I guarantee it.
Dodger's dead.
It's a good thing he didn't hear Dodger's dogs flipping out in the background, because I've got 3 and mine are all bigger than hers. Well, except for this one. And it would have been my one dog. She's like 11, so she's like kind of borderline retarded at this point in her age. She's a little senile. She hears anything, and she's like is standing in the wrong direction, facing the wrong way, just like barking wildly at nothing. So I'm really glad that she didn't hear your dog's Dodger. Because there's no shutting up an elderly senile pit bull. There's just...
It's like, I gotta protect people. I'm working hard.
It's hard out here in the streets. Yep.
Yep.
The Game Station podcast, where sometimes we talk about games.
All right. Thanks
I'm
for
just
watching.
waiting on TV to lead
Bye.
us. Lead us, TV.
Say, fuck you, I don't care anymore. I'm done. I don't give a shit. You guys can take some initiative for once.
Okay, fine. Jesse, where can we find you on the internet?
Hi, everybody. You can find me at /Jess.
You missed a section, Dodger. You should be better than
I
this.
don't care. You left this in my hands. I had to make a choice.
You're in her house now, bitch.
This week, you should totally be excited for another Injustice awesome update for the Injustice Battle Arena.
Yeah, you and
can't
Dodger are
wait.
doing that, right?
I don't know if Dodger's involved.
Oh, I'm not doing.
I don't know why they'd involve her with that, because clearly she knows jack shit. Okay. Injustice. If you saw the first one, Bane popped in and interrupted, and it was amazing. This time, I might be interrupted by another special guest, and it's just as funny. And coming up in the Battle Arena this week is some pretty cool matches. So it's like Batman versus Wonder Woman, and like Aquaman versus the Green Lantern. Aquaman's gonna get his ass kicked.
I love watching those because you get to see like all of the different moves and everything. Oh, they're so much fun to watch.
It's
actually
like a
I'm
little
actually
show
really
match for that game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited for what they did there. And then because there are far more important celebrities out there, you can watch like legit real people talk about the game rather than me and like friends be like, who do you think would win? So yeah, that's a thing. And videos, fun and games. If you like them, come watch it on my channel. That's what I do. And you can see that on OMFG Kata or /Jesse Cox on the YouTube.
What's your Twitter?
Jesse Cox or OMFG Kata. You can follow both for double the updates.
Lol. Danielle, where can we find you on the internet, and what do you have coming up this week?
I do stuff on the internet, and my name's TradeChat on pretty much every internet that there is. And I make videos on Sundays about League of Legends and Fridays about World of Warcraft. And this week I'm also uploading a podcast interview I did with The Instance. And I think I'm also going to be doing like a best of Danielle clips from the show, just for funsies.
Why not?
And it'll probably just be like clips of me burping and getting bleeped, because that was the summary of me on the show. And that's what's going on.
Awesome.
Yay.
TB, what do you have coming up this week, and where can people find you?
Well, for the most part, not an awful lot, because I've got MLG Dallas coming up, which is kind of a big deal. So I'll be flying out to Dallas on the Wednesday. And I will be doing some StarCraft. I'm going to be casting Heart of the Swarm, so it's going to be pretty good. I might be doing something with PlanetSide there as well, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so we'll see how that one goes. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to be home for a few days, and then I'm going to PAX, and then I'm going to Vegas.
Me too.
Yeah,
Too.
I think, well, everyone here is going to PAX, I believe.
Hey, PAX!
Yeah, just a bit of PAX news for those of you who don't know. The Game Station Podcast panel, we now have it scheduled for Saturday, 5 p.m. That will be with me, Jesse, and Dodger.
I was not invited.
No, you weren't. I can't remember.
You weren't.
What theater was it in? Was it
Wyvern. Wyvern.
The Wyvern theater.
Wyvern.
Yeah.
Wyvern. What? Look!
Yes.
Look, nerds! I don't fucking know what it is, okay?
It's Wyvern.
Wow.
It's Wyvern.
Yeah.
It's Wyvern.
The Wyvern theater or whatever it is. Yeah.
Also, I know that if you're walking around, like TGS will have like several camera crews there filming. So if you see a TGS person, be like, "Yo, you know what's better than everything? TGS podcast."
And you know what else you should say? You guys should totally invite Danielle. Because she's all cosplaying and cool, and you just left her out, even though she's the third best nerd in the U.S. and Canada.
You'll be
America,
there, though.
to be short.
You should stop by. We'll totally point you out in the crowd.
As
Screw
a
you.
UK resident, I don't recognize your authority.
Wow.
Listen,
Also,
you're in my country now.
Also,
And
as a
out of
big-
U.S. nerds, I'm the second U.S. nerd, okay? Number 2
technically-
U.S. nerd. I'm the hand of the U.S. nerd king. Someone
technically,
would
Dr. Stephen
assassinate
G.
the king.
Colbert is the #1 nerd in the world.
Listen,
No one is.
God, all
no one
those
can beat
gifts.
Colbert.
Oh my
No
God. Of him and James Franco talking about the Cimmerillion. I was dying. I love it so much.
Yes, I actually saw that, and I was like, this is the best thing. And then there are gifs of it now. I'm just like, Colbert, greatest nerd that ever lived. James
Finest
Franco,
man.
though. James Franco, close second. That dude is a super nerd. I was unaware. He's almost as nerdy as Vin Diesel, who is a giant nerd.
Vin Diesel's
yeah.
a pretty huge
Totally.
nerd, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely,
no.
without question. I don't know,
Danielle,
even
you
know
have
what
to
else I'm
fight
going to do, actually, over the
What?
next few days. Probably not much. I'm trying to think of which games to do, which videos to make, and I'm like, I don't even know at this point. Not a clue. I'll do some videos. You'll probably watch them. And
Well, what are the names of your channels?
Total Halibut or Cynical Brit, whichever you prefer, or Total Biscuit for the StarCraft stuff. I had an idea for a series, but I don't know if I'm going to do it, so I don't even know if I want to even talk about it.
He had an idea, and then it was like, screw it. I'm not doing it.
Unless I can't be bothered.
Fantastic.
Yep,
Well-
it's been a shitty week. So
I was totally going to make a
overall,
K-pop reference that no one would have gotten.
Oh.
I don't know about that. I own a Korean StarCraft team now, so we might.
Wow, fantastic
Wow.
baby dance.
I definitely
I'm sorry,
would get
Tigers,
that.
I've offended my dog. I've offended the podcast. I've offended Korea. Wonderful.
Yeah,
You
they
didn't
all
offend
hate you
me.
now.
I love you. Actually, okay, I love Nick a little bit more, but you're so
Oh.
close with him. So we're good.
So there you go. Well, for me, I put up news Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Got a lot of Blood Bowl stuff going on. My next match is tomorrow against Mr. Krendor, so wish me luck. On Dexterity Bonus, I do daily vlogs, and then every Sunday I put up a DIY, and we're also working on doing weekly Q&As and I Tried. And I Tried is a show where I try to do something, and if I fail, then awesome. So that's what I've got going on. And I do... Wait! No! Hold on. I've never supported this on this show, so I need to do it really quick. I also, apart from this podcast, do another weekly podcast called The Manga Pod, where we read a manga, and it's a book club, and then we discuss the manga at length. So if you would like to come see that, that's every Tuesday night at 7:30 on twitch.tv/happily What, Jesse?
Interjection! I would like to also promote Cox and Krendor in the Morning, the best podcast that shows up whenever the hell it wants to. I would say that you should subscribe to the Cox and Krendor channel on YouTube, because we're not going to be playing games there. Special things are happening there. It might be awesome animations, and you should totally subscribe to it now, because if you are, you're in on the first day.
I have nothing to promote. If you'd like to subscribe to me, that is okay. If you don't want to subscribe to me, that is okay as well.
You're the most
I would
honest of all.
also encourage you to subscribe to my colleagues, even though they don't invite me to panels, despite my third best nerd in the US and Canada status.
What can we do? So that's it. We've done it. All of us did it. TB, I can't keep doing this. I'm out of energy.
We don't even need you anymore, really. You might as well just
True.
leave forever.
Me? All right, cool. I'm
No,
gonna
not
go.
you, TB. God, don't leave me alone with him. He'll just yell at me. or he won't pay attention.
I was fully willing to just like hang up on this call and just peace out. Bye.
I feel like this is one of those things where he has cut the feed already, and we're just sitting here doing talking.
No, I've got. Unfortunately, I mean, I have it up, and I know that we're still talking. So
yeah,
it's that.
I've completely lost interest in the show. Like my passion is gone.
Okay. Well, then everybody say bye. Ready? 1,
Bye.
2, 3. Bye.
Bye.